Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Are you at risk for a heart attack or stroke? WVU Medicine would like to remind you it's important to recognize the signs and symptoms so you can seek medical attention fast. The acronym FAST stands for F, face drooping, A, arm weakness, S, speech difficulty, and T, time to call 911. If you are having a stroke, get medical attention right away. Immediate treatment may decrease the risk of disability and prevent death. This important message is brought to you by WVU Medicine.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Modern Realty Results, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, and the Skinner Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Park for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 Sports. Spencer Bowie alongside Trip Tobin and Nick Verzolini. Happy to have you with us this evening on a very emotional night here at P.O. Faulkner Park as Martinsburg will honor their late assistant coach Brett Twigg, and they will be naming the indoor hitting facility after him. And the sign is up there, and it's a great sign. We had Coach Byler on the Sports Mix today, and he was very emotional and in how he got here to Martinsburg, and you'll hear that from him when we get him on his interview momentarily or later in the pregame show. But definitely an emotional night here, Nick and Trip.
Yeah, really emotional. I've been speaking with, been kind of hanging around the park here the last couple of days, helping these guys get things ready here, and Coach Byler certainly hasn't been himself. It's just been an emotional week for him, and you can kind of look at it and think, well, he's kind of upset the team lost a couple EPAC games, but he's put that behind him, and I believe he's just a little emotional with his friend and a guy that has a lot to do with him being here, and it's a close friend, and just honoring him tonight. A lot of stress getting everything ready. He's just put a lot of effort into detail here, want everything to be perfect, and then just the loss of his buddy there has just been a lot hanging on him.
And this is the Cody's Body Shop countdown to first pitch, brought to you by Cody's Body Shop at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, where you get the work done right the first time. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page, Cody's Body Shop on Facebook. Here as we get into a little more detail, Spring Mills at P.O. Faulkner Park here for a Friday night EPAC matchup on the mound. It will be Chase Herndon versus Caleb Edwards, and you'll hear an interesting story about Caleb Edwards. And didn't think he was going to go tonight, but he will go, and you'll hear that from Coach Byler in the interview. But an EPAC matchup tonight that has Spring Mills, who got a regional win on Tuesday night at Hampshire. They're coming in after a big win, and Martinsburg, as you just mentioned, Trip, two tough losses there to Washington and Jefferson Monday and Tuesday. But Martinsburg's had 2 days of practice and an emotional night. They want to play for Coach Twigg tonight.
Yeah, they're certainly, you see they're wearing the number 5 here on their warm-up jerseys, the Brett Twigg warm-up jerseys here, and it's just a really special night to come out here. Martinsburg generally does kind of a strikeout cancer night, but there's such a personal emphasis here on, Coach Brett Twigg, a teacher, a mentor, a coach here, played here, coached here, and again, just, a lot of the crowd full of a lot of alumni here to dedicate their time for Coach Twigg here tonight.
And obviously Spring Mills coming in on a good note after getting that regional win over Hampshire. So they're fired up about coming in tonight and potentially taking down Martinsburg. But you'll hear later from Coach Barrett. He has a connection to Brett Twigg as well. So it's definitely an emotional night for this whole Martinsburg community here in the Eastern Panhandle.
We can go back to Little League. We can go back as far as you want. When you're around this town long enough and this region and this section, and the Little Leagues and the All-Stars, there's certainly, we might argue, we might, have a few disagreements, this and that, but when you're passionate about baseball and you understand there's other people passionate about baseball, it's still a family-like atmosphere, still pull for one another, and we care for one another, outside the lines. In between the lines, it's game on, but this is a wonderful community to live in and support one another and have good rivalries. And I hope tonight, it can be a good game and show what this community is made of and show the love that can be showed towards opponents, not only opponents but friends. And you'll see, everyone sort of connected in that way. But Coach Barrett also has a connection. You'll hear about that in his interview as well.
Yes, and looking at these two teams, Spring Mills comes in 2-10, 0-5 here in the EPAC, and Martinsburg comes in 11-4, 3-3 in the EPAC, coming off 2 straight losses. Definitely looking to get in the win column tonight. That'll do it for this first segment of the Countdown to First Pitch, brought to you by Cody's Body Shop at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, where you get the work done right the first time. Call 304-901-4777 or visit them on Facebook, Cody's Body Shop. But that'll do it for this first segment. When we come back, you'll hear from the visiting head coach, Brad Barrett, after this 3-minute break. You're tuning into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties. I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Paid for by Friends of Jason Barrett.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here as Martinsburg is getting ready to take on Spring Mills here for an EPAC Friday night baseball game, and a night where Martinsburg is honoring their late assistant coach who passed away at the end of 2021 due to cancer. Brett Twigg renaming the indoor hitting facility after him, and we're here, and it's time for the Laddie's Bar and Grill coaches interviews. We'll start with Coach Brad Barrett for the Spring Mills Cardinals. Here with Coach Brad Barrett for the Spring Mills Cardinals. And Coach, looking back at your last matchup against Hampshire, a regional game, you guys were able to get your second win of the season.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the bats were working well for us that day. We were executing when we were supposed to. Our pitching was working really well with us. It was a great, all-around good baseball game for us. And you have Herndon going tonight. He was able to have a good day at the plate in that game. He had to come in. I believe he pitched an inning for you, but he's ready to go tonight. Absolutely, man. He's the guy we trust the most on the mound during these big games. He's the guy that I know I can rely on pretty much every time we put him out there. He's seeing the ball really well right now. I think he's got like 10 hits out of his last 15 at bats. I mean, he's really striking really well right now, so it's gonna be fun to watch him tonight. And he was on the mound the last time you guys took on Martinsburg. Didn't have a great ball game, but that was 3 or 4 weeks ago. What has changed with his
pitching aspect since that last matchup against Martinsburg?
I mean, getting up in the count is a big thing. I think that first time he was throwing a lot of balls, missing those first pitch strikes. That makes a big difference when you're putting guys on. So his last couple games, he's actually showed up. He's throwing strikes, commanding the game, that kind of stuff.
And then you guys have tonight, 2 games tomorrow, and then you head down to Myrtle Beach there for the Mingo Bay Classic. What are you looking forward to from your team over these next couple games before you get kind of like an escape from just the home environment for a week?
I mean, it's going to be fun. We haven't been there for a couple of years because of COVID and stuff. But, to handle adversity, going down there, it's still all work, it's still business. So we're going to have some fun, but also win some ball games.
And obviously, as a baseball person, it would be, different. It would be bad of me to not ask you about tonight for Martinsburg, what it means to the whole area, the whole community, to honor, a baseball coach in the EPAC.
I mean, Brett was a great guy. I knew Brett from very personal perspective. You can't ask for a better guy in the area. All our guys are here to support this too. It's a great night for the whole area.
And then, what does your team need to do to get a victory tonight?
Keep our composure. Play 1 through 7. We got to hit the ball and basically throw strikes.
All right. Good luck tonight. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Trying to get the recorder working here momentarily. Give me a moment here as we bring this up. As right here with Coach Brad. Right here with Coach Richard Lewis. Where did I lost my audio here? So with Coach Bryan, we're getting ready for tonight's game. Obviously, it's an emotional game for you guys and for you personally. And what did Coach Twigg mean to you and how you got to be the Martinsburg head coach?
Yeah, it's definitely emotional tonight, and without telling the long story, Coach Twigg's the reason why I'm at Martinsburg. So, kind of forever grateful and indebted to him for that, and just hopefully we can honor him to the best of our ability tonight.
And on the mound tonight is Edwards, and he obviously has an injury going, but for him tonight's meaningful with the Coach Twigg night to him.
Yeah, he's got a hamstring injury, and if it wasn't tonight, and the little side story with that is that his mom was Brett's hospice nurse, so he kind of pegged this game to pitch in for a long time now. So he's going to go out and gut it out the best he can for a couple innings and see where we're at.
And looking at the lineup, you guys get Lupus back tonight, and what does that mean for his bat being there at the middle part of the order?
Yeah, we're going to need Mike. We missed him the other night when he was out with the flu. Especially with Morris being out tonight due to the suspension. We kind of moved a couple guys up, changed a couple things around. Regardless of who's in the lineup, they got to hit and they got to perform, and it's kind of the next man up tonight.
And looking at the reserves, your usual courtesy runner tonight out again, I believe, with the stomach bug that hopefully is not going around your team. But Isaac Grove, a key guy there when you bring him in to be a courtesy runner.
Yeah, courtesy runner and pinch runner late in the game, so we're going to miss Isaac tonight. Isaac, we're thinking of you tonight, as he can't be here because he's got the flu. But, again, Keegan Everhart will courtesy run, maybe Christian Alter at times too. Both, Christian's a freshman and Keegan's a sophomore, so it's going to be a big spot for them. But next man up.
And EPAC baseball Friday night game for you guys, Spring Mills. They're coming in just 2 wins on the season, but you can't take them lightly.
Nope, not going to take them lightly. It's a game that we have to have, especially after dropping those last 2. So it's kind of a must-win if we want to be the top seed in the section.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That was the coaches' interviews brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. We'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll just kind of talk about this matchup as we get ready for the opening ceremonies tonight to honor the late assistant coach Brett Twigg, who passed away from cancer at the end of the at the end of 2021. So with that, you're listening to you're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Hefley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Hefley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Hefley.com. Hefley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Throw a hot dog.
Welcome back here to P.O. Faulkner Park here on a night that Martinsburg will honor their late head coach Brett Twigg. They've named and put signage up on the indoor hitting facility in his honor. It will be the Brett Twigg indoor hitting facility as we are awaiting the start of the ceremony on the field. And Nick and Tripp, obviously tonight's a very emotional night, and Tripp, you couldn't tune in during the show, but you heard Coach Byler's full interview earlier and how emotional he was, and definitely going to be an emotional night for not only Coach Byler, but a lot of people in attendance who knew Coach Twigg.
Yeah, I mean, earlier when you guys had the show on, we were kind of, a couple of us met here and helped kind of get the field facility ready. Coach Byler was really attention to detail tonight. You heard him in his interview saying that he was doing, he wanted it to be a very, a great time to, he wanted to do everything he could to make this as best as possible for his near and dear friend and ex-assistant coach there, his assistant coach Brett Twigg. So it's just, like I said earlier, he just kind of hasn't quite been himself. He's usually quite jovial, and he doesn't like to lose. But generally after the game, he kind of puts that behind him and moves on. But he's been struggling a bit with this. You can see his emotions. You heard him on the pregame show. But I think what I did like when the pregame show when he said they were going to go out and compete and fight, and just like Brett had fought, and competed against cancer, and that's kind of his motto and the team's motto here tonight. So, life, baseball's tough. Life is tough, has a way of humbling you, and 1 minute you got all your pitchers and all your ducks and everything is going well, and next minute your team is down, depleted a bit, and you got some injuries, and you have to compete. You have to next man up. You have to this game makes you uncomfortable, and right now Martinsburg is going through some uncomfortable times with a couple losses and then a couple injuries, and then also the emotional part of honoring their friend and coach tonight.
Yeah, and for those of you that didn't get a chance to tune into the Sports Mix today when we had Coach Byler on for about a 10-minute interview, it was either Nick or Colin asked him about how everything kind of arose, and I guess when they had found out that there was a number of days left, just the days were numbered, they actually went to him with a design, and he was very humbled and
very humbled. When he called and said, hey, that it looks like Brett's not going to make it much longer. We want to do this, we want to do this, memorialize this, and just you could see how he wanted Brett's name to live on here, because Brett was so passionate. When you're around passionate people, it's and you're a baseball person, you gravitate towards people that are great, towards that. It's not a hobby, it's just not a hobby for guys that are really into it, and Brett was really into it. Coach Ballard is very passionate about the game and the field and attention to detail, and Brett was very similar. But his daughter tonight, Ellie's going to throw out the first pitch. Brett was a graduate here of 2002. Martinsburg, played up through the Little League system, through the high school system, graduated from here, went on to Potomac State after he graduated in 2002. 2-year stint there, went to a 4-year college out of the JUCO from Potomac State, went to Alderson Broaddus, came back here shortly after that with his degree, got on the education system here, started coaching here, in that next, what would that be, 2006, 2007, coached all the way up until 2019. Would have coached, I'm assuming, some in 2020 had not been for COVID, but 2019, because of COVID, ended up being his last year, as assistant coach here, and then tragedy with the brain tumor that slowly but surely took our friend away and our baseball friend away from our baseball family here in the community.
Yes, and was talking earlier, and since he went up through the Little League system here in Martinsburg, they actually postponed all the games tonight, and they encouraged everybody to come out to B.L. Faulkner, and if you were in your Little League jersey as a kid, you got in for free.
Yeah, so come on out, right?
Obviously, it's such a community aspect, from the Little League all the way up to him playing here at Martinsburg and coming back to coach. Is a full circle moment.
Yeah, it's full circle when you can come back to your alumni and coach and play, and it's just a great thing. And we're going to see now as they're kind of starting this ceremony, and Ellie's and Mary Beth, that's Brett's daughter, and then Brett's wife, Mary Beth. Ellie's going to throw out the first pitch for us. She's been practicing. She's ready to go.
Getting ready to turn it over here to the PA, and we'll do that now.
Good evening. Tonight, the Martinsburg High School baseball team is honoring a player, student, coach, teacher, and fan of Martinsburg High School and Bulldog baseball.
Just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I think it's quite evident how many lives Brett touched while he was here with us. My life he touched in some incredible ways. I don't know if a lot of people know this story, but 7 years ago we were sitting on the beach, Brett and Mary Beth and our families, and they talked me into applying in Berkeley County for a job. And a year after that, it was July 17th, I think, and my mom woke me up. I was sleeping. It was about 10:45 at night, and she said, "Hey, Brett's on the phone." And I said, "Well, tell him I'm sleeping." And he said, "No, he says it's urgent. He really wants you to talk to him." So I answered the phone and said, "All right." And he said, "Hey, man, the baseball job's open at Martinsburg High School." And I talked to Trent and Trey and Brian and some others, and they'd really like you to apply. And I said, "No, man, I put in my 6 years coaching, I'm done." And he said, "No, seriously, I'll help you, and it's a good program." And so thankfully at 11:52, and I think the deadline was midnight, I submitted my application for that job, and I'm grateful to be here. I'm forever indebted to Brett Twigg. Thanks, Brett.
We now welcome Martinsburg High School Principal Trent Sherman for a few words.
Oops, if I turn it on. Well, good evening, folks. Thanks for coming out tonight to honor a special person. Brett Twigg, he was a teacher and a coach here at MHS, but more importantly than that, he was a husband, a father, a son, and a great friend to many here at Martinsburg High School, including myself. He was part of this MHS family. I know if he were here tonight, I think he would not want us to make such a big fuss about him, but that was just his personality. But I can't think of a more deserving person, someone who loved the school community, this baseball program, than Brett Twigg. So it's fitting that we honor him in this way tonight. I want to thank Mary Beth and Ellie and the family for being here tonight to help us remember him and carry on his memory. I know he's proud of you, Ellie. I want to thank Coach Byler for putting this together tonight and all those who were involved in this, putting this together. Good friends are hard to find. They're even harder to leave and impossible to forget. Brett Twigg will never be forgotten at MHS.
We now welcome former teammate and friend Trey Arvon.
Hello. Brett and I met when we were 6 years old at Oastdale Park. And something clicked that day with us, and been best friends ever since. The last year and a half has really been so surreal to me. From the time Brett first started having symptoms to today, it's gone by so fast. And I think about him and I miss him every single day. But I take comfort in knowing that he's looking down on us. I know he's looking down tonight with a big old smile on his face, because there isn't a more fitting way to honor Brett Twigg than that building. Brett loved baseball, loved Martinsburg High School. We shared so many memories here with the guys over here at P.O. Faulkner Park. And it's just, I know this would mean the world to him. And it did mean the world to him. About 10 days before he passed, Coach Byler went over and met with Brett and shared the news with him. And I visited later that day, and it really meant everything to him. He was so happy. And talked a little bit about Brett the coach. You know, when I got out of college, I started teaching health at Martinsburg High School and started coaching that first year. And Brett was still hitting home runs up to Alderson Broadus. And I told him, hey, when you get out, you need to come here and coach with me. And that next year he did, and he was really in his element. I mean, anytime he was on the baseball field, he was in his element. But coaching, Brett's knowledge of the game was second to none. Anybody that's ever talked baseball with him, talked hitting, they know he knew what he was talking about. And he had a unique quality to be able to connect with young players and teach them, show them how to play the game the right way. And he was just a very special guy in that sense. And I talked to Coach Byler. He wanted me to share a memory about Brett too. Brett was known for hitting home runs. He hit a lot of them. He said he hit over 100 of them during his career. To me, the most memorable one, people have heard me talk about before, but it happened in the summer of 2001. And we actually have a video here. It was in 2001 Big League State Championship. We were playing Charleston in Charleston. We were down 6-2 going into our last at bat. We had a little rally, and it ended up being 6-3. Bases loaded, 1 out, and there it goes. It's a grand slam to win a state championship. And as soon as Brett made contact, he made sure everybody in that ballpark knew it. He ran his mouth all the way around the bases. And it wasn't just the ball went just barely over the fence. It cleared the trees in right and landed in the Kanawha River, which would probably be the equivalent to the road out there in right field. It was an absolute monster of a home run. That's just one memory that I'll take with me, Brett. We shared many. Tonight's going to be another one. But, like I said, I miss him every day. Special guy. I know, Ellie, you made him so proud. Thank you.
Please direct your attention to the first base line, where we welcome the 2002 Martinsburg baseball senior class. The 2002 baseball seniors would like to present 2 honorary jerseys to Brett's parents, Donna and Pooner Twigg, and wife and daughter, Mary Beth and Ellie Twigg. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the scoreboard. At this time, we present to you the Brett Twigg Indoor Hitting Facility. And now, Bulldog fans, let's give a warm Bulldog welcome to Ellie Twigg, daughter of Brett Twigg, for the ceremonial first pitch. As we welcome you back into the broadcast, what an amazing moment there. And we'll step aside for a 2-minute break, just over 2 minutes, as we'll share that video for you. I'm not sure if you can see it there on TV 10, but it'll be a 2-minute and 5 or 6 second break. When we come back, we'll get you starting lineups.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution, reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Play ball! The pregame is over, and we're ready for today's opening pitch and the play-by-play. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, the Hefley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
All right, we're back here. Seconds. Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here as we get ready for opening our first pitch tonight. Now we'll get the starting lineups brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Get you the Spring Mills Cardinals lineup first. Leading off and playing shortstop, I believe. Playing shortstop is Caden Compton. Batting second and playing right field is Tyler Cover. Batting third and doing the pitching is Chase Herndon. Batting fourth, the DH, Nolan Chenier,
maybe.
Chenier, that's what it is. I was going to butcher that the whole time. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Batting fifth and playing first base is Carson Gotham. Batting sixth, playing left field is Aiden Seitz. Batting seventh, catching Mason Everhart. Batting eighth, the third baseman Jackson Engel. And batting ninth, the second baseman Isaac Gilbert. And now with Tripp, we'll have the Martinsburg lineup.
Okay, for Martinsburg leading off, playing shortstop number 3, Hudson Clement. Batting second tonight, playing center field number 20, Jordan Canby. Batting third tonight, left field tonight, number 4, Landon Sifford. Playing second base tonight, batting fourth, number 5, Carson Boober. Playing third base tonight, number 10, batting fifth, Michael Lupus. Batting sixth, number 8, Matthew Hasanovich doing the catching. Batting seventh, number 35, Walker Hall playing first base. Doing your pitching tonight is Caleb Edwards, number 27, and DHing for Caleb Edwards is number 18, Jacob Zittel. Playing right field, number 6, Logan Wilt, batting ninth.
All right, well, there are your starting lineups. We will take a 2.5-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have first pitch. This is to cover the national anthem. Colin will be back after this break. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties. I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Paid for by Friends of Jason Barrett.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here as we get you ready for first pitch. We'll get you the weather brought to you by Kelly's Allstate Insurance. For all your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive right here in Martinsburg. First pitch here, it'll be 69 degrees and sunny. A slight breeze will get down around 9 p.m. to 64 degrees, but a great night for baseball, guys.
Yeah, great night for baseball. Great night for a Slim Jim, too. Go ahead, Nick.
All right, Nick, you ready for the EPAC baseball roundup?
I was born ready, Spencer.
You got the read?
I do not, so I guess I'm not completely ready. But if you want,
I'll get you the read right now. Give me a second. EPAC baseball roundup is brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Over 120 years combined experience as accident, injury, and disability lawyers. Go to burkeandschultz.com or call them at 304-263-0900. We play hardball.
Yeah, today Jefferson got a 13-4 win over Greenbrier East. So the Cougars keep rolling. Musselman got a win 13-2, but we don't know the exact opponent. It just said to be decided because they were in a tournament. So they got a win today, though. Did take a loss to Allegheny 18-2 in Game 1. And then Hedgesville is in action tomorrow for a doubleheader against Greenbrier East. So Greenbrier East spending a lot of time in the Eastern Panhandle.
Greenbrier East, Morgantown, both coming up here to the, or at least hosting and coming up to the Eastern Panhandle, playing these EPAC teams. And, the EPAC teams have been very successful. Give Morgantown, one of the top-rated teams in the state, a fit, and then been very successful against Greenbrier East as well.
So we get ready for first pitch here. Martinsburg in their special purple uniforms with the white outline and the orange Martinsburg. Here is first pitch coming in here at 7:13 p.m. And for Spring Mills, wearing their red with an accent of white, as stepping to the plate is Caden Compton. Already 2 pitches in here. 2-0 is the count. 2-0 delivery on the way, and that one comes in and catches the zone for a strike from Caleb Edwards, who is battling through a hamstring issue, trying to pitch tonight in honor of Coach Twigg. And that one hit over to the second baseman. He'll throw over to Walker Hall at first base, who's in there as the suspension.
Yeah, you have the suspension with Isaiah Morris. Yep. And you have Joe Paulson, who's kind of reeling with a little bit of an arm issue there. So you see Logan Wild out and right. Walker Hall's on first base here, so the lineup's shook up a bit. And we're kind of wondering, as we kind of keep a close eye on Caleb Edwards, I know he wants wants this game pretty bad, but I know Coach Fowler and Coach Zarnecki and Buzzy and the rest of the guys in the dugout are not going to have him on a real short leash should he start to labor a bit as he goes 2-0 in this count as well, just like he did with Compton.
2-0 coming here. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one is swung on and missed the first pitch read, but that is brought to you by the Mortgage Center on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. One call will save you thousands. Call 304-267-9040. And the 2-1 pitch comes in for a strike, so evens the count at 2 apiece here with 1 out.
With Edwards, that hamstring injury held him out with last game, and it'll be interesting to see how he's able to pitch and land on that leg with the hamstring.
For those who you think, well, it's just a hamstring, it's just a pulled muscle or a stretched muscle. It's just sort of a strained hamstring, but I've seen him on the table over there with the medical staff, and it's black and blue.
2-2 pitch on the way, and he strikes him out looking for the first strikeout of the night for Caleb Edwards.
So far, so good. He kind of got behind him both counts. Needs to work ahead better, and I'm sure he knows that himself, but he's going to face a tough out here in Chase Herndon, who's been swinging a hot bat, as Coach Barrett said.
And he fouls that one immediately off over the clubhouse area.
I don't know how Caleb's hamstring's feeling at the moment, but his hat won't stay on his head.
Hey, we've seen that all over the EPAC this year.
Yeah. You go back to the snapbacks where they can tighten it up.
0-1 pitch on the way, and that one is outside for a ball. 1-1 now the count.
So far from Caleb, I don't know if it's just adrenaline or what, but he's throwing the ball well and got a lot of velocity, little movement.
1-1 delivery on the way. That is low for a ball and outside, and you got to think some adrenaline there and just trying to do this for Coach Twigg. That one high and outside for a ball. 3-1 now the count. As talked about earlier, his mom was actually one of the hospice care nurses for Coach Twigg in his final days.
Yeah, if it wouldn't be for that, I doubt you'd see him on that mound tonight as he's nursing that injury.
And ball right back up the middle and goes into the outfield for a single. Herndon on base. Single straight up the middle.
Yeah, he just kind of stayed back, got the count to his favor a little bit there, and set it on a fastball and got it right back up the middle, went right past the right side, and the right side of Edwards, left side of the infield there, right back up the middle.
Nolan Chenier at the plate, the DH today, DHing for Custer.
Jared Custer out playing, I believe.
And that one hit on it to shallow left field, and that'll drop for a single.
Third.
And back-to-back singles here off Edwards early.
As that ball dropped in, Lupus and Hudson took off. Clement took off Ford out there in left center, right behind shortstop out in left field. And with Edwards being a little immobile on the mound, nobody covered third, so Herndon fought there for a second, but didn't want to make the third out at third base, so he played it safe there, stayed back.
First pitch now to Carson Gotham. That one is called a strike there, and his hat falls off again.
I think it's a new hat. I think they got some new white hats this week. They're nice and clean and shiny. And it's off again.
That one in for a strike now. 0-2 here.
When it falls off, he gets a strike. When the hat falls off, he gets a strike, Nick.
That seems to be the case. And those hats, they look good with the purple and the white pants. It's a nice look tonight for the Bulldogs.
And fouled off away now. Another strike.
Yep, hat falls off and gets a strike.
Yeah, I believe when I was in there earlier getting ready to talk to Coach Byler, these white hats are new this week.
Distributing those hats out. In their, their form fitted or their size fitted hat, they're not snapback.
Yeah. Now one fouled off again.
Gotham doing a nice job here of making himself a hard out here in the 5-hole. Base runners are on. They can get a run early would be big, as Herndon would come in with the lead possibly.
And he's hitting .290 on the season.
Big pitch here, 0-2.
The 0-2 delivery on the way. That is fouled. We're going to foul, but it's going to be caught there in foul territory. Is Sifford with the catch to end the top of the first. We'll be back for the bottom of the first inning after this 2-minute break. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers. Or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here as Martinsburg up to bat. It'll be Hudson Clement, Jordan Canby, and Logan Sifford.
Chase Herndon on the mound tonight. And
Landon, excuse me, not Logan. He's
been dominating so far. Or not dominating necessarily, but off to a really good start. He's Spring Mills' best arm, 22 2/3, 3.08 earned run average, 0-3 record, but he gives this team the best chance to win, and Martinsburg's offense has been dreadful as of late. Can't seem to get any runs, and going against Spring Mills' ace doesn't get much easier. But, with the emotions tonight, we'll see if the Bulldogs can finally get some offense going, because offense has definitely been what's held them back in the last few games.
And I believe we saw Chase Herndon in that game against Hedgesville we had a few weeks back, in what was really a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, against him and Lane DeLauder got into a pretty good pitching duel. He mentioned his ERA. That was greatly affected after that first Martinsburg game when he gave up a tremendous amount, multiple runs. I don't want to say a tremendous amount, but give up a multiple
he gave up
runs.
9 runs, 6 were earned, and he only pitched 2 1/3.
Yeah, so that'll beat your ERA up pretty good. So to only be at 3 after that kind of outing tells you how dominant he's been other than that night. And you can have an off night as pitching.
First pitch to Clement. That one's in the dirt, and it goes behind the catcher. And Clement coming in tonight, a .531 hitter, 26 hits so far this season, 29 runs for him, a double and 2 triples, 11 walks on the season to only 9 strikeouts, stolen 28 bases.
Yeah, he's a base-stealing threat when he gets on.
And that one
in the gap.
Into the gap, into right center
That's
field.
a triple.
And that one will drop, and that'll be his 3rd triple of the season as he goes in to third base sliding. And what a way to start the night for Martinsburg on offense, already there, 90 feet away from scoring.
Yeah, when you see Herndon on the mound, that means that there's one of the younger guys there in center field, Jared Custer's out there when that ball was hit. We kind of read it from here into the gap. You could see he didn't quite get the jump on it, and I'm not sure any center fielder catches it by any means, but he certainly seen the back of his jersey right quick, chasing that ball down.
Canby up to the plate, and that one in high and tight there. 1-0 now the count.
Canby in the 2-hole here tonight.
Wearing the number 20 in these jerseys. Nick pointed that out earlier at the lineup card. They just don't have his number in these purple jerseys.
Yeah,
swing and a miss.
These are the original strikeout cancer jerseys. They're special jersey they wear. They've had some strikeout cancer nights prior to tonight. None as special as tonight, I don't believe, but
that one again inside, and Canby's.
He hung in there as long as he could, but he didn't want to take that one off the shin as Chase is starting to heat it up a little bit. It's going to take a good next 3 batters here for him to.
That one inside again, 3-1 now the count.
It's going to take a really good approach against these next 3 batters, to keep the speed of Hudson Clement from not scoring the first run of the game.
And you would think if you're Canby here, you just leave the bat in your hand here, don't move it. I was wrong there. What's wrong with that one?
Well, 3-1's a hitter's pitch. Maybe 3-0. But 3-1, you're sitting dead red. You're looking to drive the baseball. It's probably one of the best times to find the pitch that you like to drive.
It only has to do with Hudson's speed is hit it hard.
3-2 delivery on the way, and that's high and tight up near the head area, and that'll be a walk, the first walk of the night here For Herndon, now coming to the plate is Sifford. Sifford on the season is hitting .283 with 15 hits, 6 singles, 6 doubles, and 3 triples, 14 RBIs.
Yeah, first and third here. You got two of the fastest players on the team. Not sure that Spring Mills can throw out, can be on a straight steal with the speed. It would take a really good hold from Herndon and a great throw from Everhart. So
he's got a pretty decent lead over there, and he's running. That one comes in a strike, and he'll get there.
Camby didn't slide.
Camby didn't slide, and gets him there on the tag.
It was a great throw from Everhart, and Camby didn't get down.
It was a first and third replay from the second baseman shortstop, and we'd seen them struggle with that in the last outing. We've seen them struggle a little bit with it in the last game we did, but this time Gilbert and Compton were on the same page. Gilbert let the ball get through directly to Compton. He makes a tag, and I think Camby thought they were going to cut it off, so he went in standing up, but the ball snuck right through the cutoff man, right to Compton, and tugged him out. All he had to do was slide.
That one's a strike. Now 1-1 the count. The 1-1 delivery on the way. Swinging and missing there is Sifford.
I think what you're seeing is just a little bit of maturing of Spring Mills' younger guys too, as well. Starting to find a little bit of confidence.
Swinging and missing there for the first strikeout of the night is Sifford. So he goes down swinging. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning, and I went back and listened to our interview with Coach Brad Barrett we had preseason, and he said that's what he was expecting from his team this year, is to build as the season goes on. He had a young team coming in, and he knows the more reps you get, the better you get as a team.
Yeah, when I looked at their schedule earlier, I thought, oh my goodness, they're going to struggle with that roster and the youth in that roster, but they seem to embrace it. They've like he said, we're gonna battle, and they battle every day.
Carson Buber at the plate, first one in for a ball. He flies that one up, and that'll stay in the infield and going to get it, but nobody will get it as they lose the ball in the air. So Buber, that come in fair for a single?
Yep.
That did. That fell in fair for a single. So Buber on with the weirdest single you'll ever see.
I'm not sure who we should give the error to.
And coming across was Clement. I totally lost that he came across in that. So Martinsburg on top now, 1-0.
You almost kind of got to give it error to the first baseman. It's his ball. No one took it. It kind of blew back in play. And Chase Herndon, after giving up the leadoff triple, was out of the inning. And here we have a ball that goes up in the air, probably.
They do.
100 feet.
List that as an error. First one now here to Lupus. Strike one was swinging, and now second one comes in, now it's a 2-0 count.
It's so disheartening too, when you're Spring Mills to get out of that would have been, a moral victory there to keep Hudson Clement from scoring, and they had it, and Gotham just didn't take control. And you've seen Chase Herndon get over and kind of overrun it, and then it just blew back in, and nobody touched it.
That was an E3.
Yeah.
On the first baseman now here. The 2-1 delivery on the way. That is flied up. That one's going to get caught there by the first baseman, Gotham, who comes back after missing that last ball, but in the first inning, but not before Martinsburg will score a run on an error. We'll be back here for the top of the second inning in 60 seconds. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Hefley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Hefley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Hefley.com. Hefley Motor Company, a nice place to do business. Welcome back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as we reach the top of this second inning. Seitz, Everhart, and Engel due up here for Spring Mills as Martinsburg scoring 1 run in the last inning off an error to get an early lead here, and you know, that might give them some confidence tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen kind of 2 errors that inning. We've seen Jordan Campy not get down, cost Martinsburg possibly another run, and we've seen an error by an infield flat, and no one caught. So both teams kind of that last inning, I'm not sure what exactly happened with Campy, other than he thought the throw was going to get cut off. But then we've seen twice 2 fly balls come up in the infield. We see the flags flying, you know, pulling anything down the right field line back into fair, so that could have played well too.
1-0 delivery on the way to Aiden Seitz, and he swings and misses at that one.
So the wind blowing up there, and both those balls are hit really high in the air, so give Carson Gotham a lot of trouble tracking those both of those down. 1-1 pitch on the way, and that one is outside for a ball. 2-1 now the count. And Caleb Edwards battling through a hamstring injury tonight, if you didn't hear earlier. Catches the corner on that one for a strike to even the count here at 2-2. And he's doing that because tonight Martinsburg honoring the late assistant coach Brett Twigg, and Edwards' mom was actually a hospice nurse in his final days. And he wanted to gut this one out. He told Coach Byler when they announced that this was the night that he was going to pitch, and then he said, I'm going to pitch this no matter what, Coach, as long as I can go.
So what do we have here, Trip?
Well, so pre-pitch, right as Edwards was starting to deliver the baseball, first base umpire Tim Carroll called timeout because the ball had come onto the field, and just as Edwards delivered what would have been a strikeout to Aiden Seitz, a ball came on the field, and first base umpire called time, and I believe the umpire behind the plate also give that time, and as Coach Byler is asking when did that happen, and you know, so Seitz gets another shot at it.
And he fouls that one off to the backstop, so 2-2 the count still.
So that would go down as a no pitch. To keep an eye on his pitch count, that would be a no pitch. Coach Byler not happy about that timeout being called mid-pitch.
2-2 delivery on the way and fouled off again.
Yeah, Seitz gets to see a few more, and he seems to at least be on the ball a little bit better after earlier in the at-bat.
It seems like when a foul ball falls or get an extra pitch.
2-2 delivery, half swing now, that's fouled again.
It's now turned into 3 extra pitches.
Yeah, but it seems like always that turns into an advantage to the batter when you give them that extra chance, you know, when they're out and somehow or another they live to see another pitch, it always seems to be advantage to the hitter.
2-2 delivery on the way, that's fouled off again. He keeps fouling them off, getting to see more pitches.
And he's hitting our cameras, too.
Come on.
Not actually hitting them, but getting near them.
He actually just hit that one, but it came back on.
I had not seen that before. All right, the 2-2 delivery on the way from Edwards, and gets him for the strikeout, another strikeout.
That time he kind of took something off that pitch, maybe a changeup. It wasn't a curve by any means. It didn't break, you know, from a righty like it would, which would be, you know, right to left. But it did kind of stay up, and I think it was more of a changeup.
Everhart at the plate. Mason Everhart's first time tonight. 257 coming into tonight. First one in for a ball.
Everhart credited for that throw out down there on Canby. I'm not sure many catchers this year have thrown Canby out.
Yeah.
So credit to him. And
he just didn't slide.
Credit to the Spring Mills for executing the first and third really well.
1-0 delivery on the way, and that's swung and missed for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 delivery, and that ball is outside for a ball. 2-2.
You can see when Edwards wants to, he can bring it.
2-1 delivery on the way. Same spot, and he catches the corner on that for a strike. So evens the count here, too. That was almost an identical spot on that last pitch.
Might have been a little lower. Yeah.
Swinging and missing. To get back-to-back strikeouts here is Caleb Edwards on Mason Everhart.
Mm-hmm. So as that strike zone moves, you know, off the black there a little bit on that strike 2 call, kind of forced Mason Everhart to extend the zone a bit. So he extended it out there. So in being, you know, really smart, like Matthew Sonovich set up a little deeper or a little farther out, and Caleb went out there to see what he could get. and he got Everhart to extend the strike zone for him.
Jackson Engel at the plate, third baseman tonight. He is hitting 125 on the season. He's taking a little bit of time to get in the box.
I believe head umpire Buck Huffmaster had him remove some jewelry off of his arm, maybe a bracelet or something.
And he fouls the first pitch off.
See a lot of the black hoodies, a lot of black T-shirts with the BT with the cross bats in the middle, saying "Forever a Bulldog" in honor of Brett Twigg. As
0-1 delivery on the corner gets the call. 0-2, 2 outs here, and want to thank Country Roads Creations. They donated us tonight. They donated the sweatshirts. So shout out to them and thank them for those. They did not have to do that, but I want to thank them for that.
Yeah, we appreciate that, because earlier it was too hot for a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Now it feels pretty good.
It does. The 1-2 delivery on the way, and that one hits off the glove.
Yeah, these spring days can get really warm. It can be kind of spring and fall and winter and summer all on the same day, and we're kind of experiencing a little bit of the cool spring air. As the sun sets here and the lights are on.
And he called strike 3 and another strikeout. That is 3 up, 3 down, all strikeouts. We're back for the bottom of the second inning. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda HR-V and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Civic or Accord. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Welcome back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as we reach the bottom of the second inning. Martinsburg on top, 1-0 here. Now at bat for Martinsburg is catcher Matthew Asanovich. Asanovich coming in tonight, hitting .211 on the season. He's got 8 hits and 3 doubles, 16 RBIs. First pitch from Herndon on the way, and Asanovich gets good wood on that one, but it's right to the right fielder as he moves to the right, as Cover will get that catch as he's running there. So 1 out now in the bottom of the second inning.
He hit the ball pretty hard, just like Clement did early as the leadoff batter in the first inning. So Martinsburg getting some good wood on the baseball here a couple times. And you're going to see Walker Hall here, who had the assignment of coming in off the bench to face Braden Stottlemyre the other night, and though he didn't have a successful at bat, he certainly went out there and competed for someone coming off the bench kind of cold against that mid-80 fastball that Braden had thrown at him all game.
First 2 pitches now come in for balls, so 2-0 now the count.
Big man's big in stature, has a big swing, big bat, can do some damage up there.
2-0 delivery on the way. That's in the zone for a strike as Walker Hall just looking to see some pitches here right now.
Yeah, he's seen a couple of pitches. I expect, Herndon kind of coming in from the left side here.
2-1 delivery on the way, and that's a strike again.
Good pitch by Herndon that time, down and in on the inner half of the plate, down at Walker's knees. Bigger guys like that, struggle with the lower pitches, especially in the lower in on the inner half.
2-2 delivery on the way, and that one is high and inside for a ball. 3-2 now the count.
Everhart was coming out of there to throw down to third base for the called strike 3, and looked like Herndon was expecting it and didn't get the call.
That one be high and outside, so he'll take his base there. A walk for Walker. A walk for Walker.
Walk for Walker Hall.
Now coming to plate for Martinsburg is the designated hitter, Jake Zittle.
Jake Zittle coming in, designated hitter tonight for Caleb Edwards, who generally hits for himself, but with the hamstring issue, they don't want to push it, get him running around the bases. I think he kind of aggravated it in that game when he was legging out a ball that he had swung on into the infield.
First pitch there to Zittle, catches the zone for a strike, now 0-1 the count.
And that right there is certainly a pitch that Herndon can be successful with. He continues to bring it there and that
place it perfectly.
Inner half on a righty.
And Zittle down to bunt. He'll put that one down. And he'll get thrown out there at first. Moving over is Walker Hall. Sacrifice bunt situation there.
So we know Jake's, struggled a bit at the plate.
He's limping a little bit.
Now he's limping a little bit. Not sure what's going on there. Got him limping a bit, but sometimes you square him around the bunt, let them do something successful, something that can help their team, to help them get out of that slump a bit. So, not a bad call there.
Logan Wilt at the plate. First pitch to him. That's in the zone for a strike.
Lefty on lefty. We've seen Wilt in the Jefferson game and the Washington game, I believe both.
Wilt is 1 for 11 so far this season, looking to get his second hit of the year. That one outside for a ball, 1-1 now the count.
Made a couple of really nice plays out there. We've seen the last couple of games. He's got to start there and right, and actually turned the lineup over for Martinsburg a couple of times. Got on base, worked the pitch count, got a couple of free bases, a couple of walks.
1-1 delivery from Herndon, and that is swung on and missed. Strike 2.
I think it's our first lefty-on-lefty match tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
As Herndon's a left-handed. Wilt's left-handed. He's got his toes up on that line, kind of guarding that outside half.
And he'll strike out to end the inning. And we'll head to the top of the third inning with Martinsburg on top 2-0. We'll be back after this 60-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate. Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here for Martinsburg baseball, an EPAC matchup against Spring Mills here on a special night as they dedicated the indoor hitting facility to Brett Twigg. Martinsburg on top 1-0 here. Spring Mills at the plate is Isaac Gilbert, then Caden Compton and Tyler Cover.
See the freshman here stepping in against the senior.
First pitch from Edwards is outside for a ball. 1-0 now the count. That one comes back inside for a strike to even the count here at 1 apiece.
Gilbert's back in the box, smaller stature.
He'll foul that one off.
Starting to get some varsity bats under his belt here, like we talked about. The team's starting to get a little better, get a little experience, and that's kind of what it takes. These young guys.
He'll foul that one off again, get a little bit more bat on that, and that one's out on the right field side. As Gilbert calls time.
Get Edwards in a good count here.
1-2 delivery, and he strikes him out looking. Another strikeout tonight for Caleb Edwards.
4 in a row. 4 in a row. So we've seen Spring Mills go through their lineup 1 through 9. We've seen Martinsburg go through their lineup 1 through 9, and we're looking at 7 strikeouts out of the 18 batters that we've seen here tonight. So both pitchers doing a good job of racking up those strikeout
Compton
numbers.
Back up to the plate, and that one hit him.
Oh.
He had a 5-3 ground out in his first at bat, and he gets hit by a pitch here.
It almost looked like he wanted to swing at it, like it might have fouled off, but it must
Yeah.
have got him in the arm, inside the arm there.
Tyler Cover now at the plate. He was the first strikeout victim of the night. He struck out looking.
It wasn't one of those hit by pitch like he lost control of the ball. I think he was just going on inside and just caught him in the forearm there.
Yeah, and you were right there. It kind of did look like he wanted to swing, and then he kind of started his motion, and then it hit him.
Yeah, he
first pitch,
swinging and pulled back.
Or excuse me, second pitch in. It's first pitch. It's a strike. That one hit right up the middle into center field as Canby will get it. He hesitated a little bit there, but it'll be 2 on here with no outs or 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. Herndon now up to bat. He hit a single to center field his first time up.
Yeah. So that's how things get turned around pretty quick when you hit the top of the order and you get one of those guys on.
First pitch into Herndon. The pitcher versus pitcher matchup right here. In for a ball. That one outside as well for a ball, so 2-0 now the count. Just off the plate.
That's a great opportunity for Chase Herndon to help himself out.
It really is here. The
There it
2-0
is.
delivery, and that
Down.
it'll be down.
But
they'll try to get the runner at third, and they cannot. He is safe, so we've got runners. We've got the bases juiced here with 1 out.
Herndon seen the ball really well, drove that ball into the left side. Compton had to kind of hold up, as Sifford had a beat on it, and Sifford it just kept dying and dying from the lefty, and then finally Sifford played it on the hop, almost got Compton going to third, so Sifford did a great job there, some baseball IQ, not letting the ball get by him, and also almost having a chance on that single to get an out on a fielder's choice, turn that single into basically a fielder's choice.
Chenier at the plate. He swung at his first one and swings at the second one, now 0-2.
Chenier got a base hit the last time.
He blooped a single.
Yeah, he got that blooper over there in front of Sifford and behind Lupus. And
0-2 delivery on the way, hit on, and that's into left field, or that'll go out of play. I couldn't see it there.
Yeah, it kept going and kept going and kept going, and ended up down there at the end of the batting cage.
Yeah, didn't see it from my position here. So 0-2 now the count here with 1 out.
See someone going down there tracking it down, so it's in the park there, headed towards the quarry.
Already the 54th pitch, 55th right now for Edwards. That one low and inside for a ball, 1-2 now the count. You figure he maybe goes a couple more innings.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much they let him labor out there on that leg. I guess it depends on how he feels.
That one is outside in the other batter's box, 2-2 now the count.
Certainly needs to be a little better with his pitch count, get ahead in the counts, not waste a lot of pitches, a little more conservative.
And he gets the strikeout there, looking, and another strikeout.
Yeah, Chenier came out pretty aggressive in that at-bat, was swinging at the first few pitches and then took 2 in a row, and then he probably takes the best pitch he got. I think a fastball might have been lower inside corner, but definitely a hittable pitch.
Coach Zarnecki out to the mound, and I wonder if he's seeing if he's all right, because he did. It kind of looked like he labored when he threw that ball into the other batter's box there, Tripp.
Yeah, certainly they're keeping a really close eye on him. Anything that might send up a red flag is certainly something that Martinsburg is going to keep an eye on tonight, especially with Myrtle Beach coming up, and then more importantly the sectionals down the road. As we know this is an important game. Edwards does want this game, and mentally, he really wants to be in it, but physically he has to take care of himself. And I think Martinsburg did a nice job of letting him get that start, but they're going to be you're going to have him on a short leash should he labor and or show any signs of pain or problems.
Gotham now at the plate. 1-0 count now. 2-0 as that one is out low and outside.
Gotham the last time kind of slapping at the ball there. He might be kind of a punch and Judy hitter here.
That one right down the middle for a strike. Now 2-1 the count.
Looks like the infield's not very deep, deep enough. But should a single occur, they might have a play at the plate on the down side.
That one hit on to left field, and Sifford's unable to get it, and coming around to score now is the 3 base runners. So base clearing double here for Gotham, and it puts Spring Mills up now 3-1.
And just as we say that, and being a sort of a punch and Judy hitter, he drives one to the fence there on the left side. Still kind of slaps, with that approach, but that time he got some good wood on a really good fastball and drove it. Sifford was in a bit, as I just said, pre-pitch. It shot right at him. He didn't get a great beat on it. The hardest ones to catch are the ones right at you where you can't open up left or right to go after, and he had to turn tail to the fence and chase it down.
Seitz now at the plate. He struck out looking his last time up. 1-0 now the count with the ball coming in.
Some excitement early for Spring Mills.
That one inside and nearly gets Seitz.
Seitz, Everhart, Engel, and Gilbert all struck out. Let's just start that 4 strikeouts in a row stint from Edwards. And at this point, he's
3-0 now the count here with that one coming in low.
So 3 base hits this inning. Hit by pitch and 3 base hits, and it's 3-1 Spring Mills.
That one in there for a strike, so 3-1 now the count. The 64th pitch of the night for Caleb Edwards.
Yeah, I definitely would think about maybe getting Jake Zittle warm, the DH tonight, see if he's.
And that one on the ground over to Buber, but it falls off his glove, and it'll be safe coming around to score as the ball again, another error. Is Gotham, and it's going to be 4-1 now. Spring Mills on top.
Yeah, the ball got in. He got in on Buber. Buber got over, got in front of it. He stayed kind of deep, and then right as the ball hit the dirt there, took a pretty good hop, come up and hit Buber in the chest as he tried to recuperate and throw to first. Gotham just kept coming, and then by the time Walker Hall caught the ball first, turned and threw home, it was a little too late.
Everhart now at the plate. He struck out swinging his last time up. That one in for a ball. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. That one in for a strike to even the count here at 1 apiece.
Edwards is not happy with his performance at the moment, or at least not happy with the outcome that he's getting, and he's working quick. And that working quick, we talked about it when he's being successful in working quick. That's great. But when you're struggling a little bit, sometimes it's better to take some time and kind of reset, catch your breath, control the heart rate.
3-1 now the count. Starting to get away from him here.
Get those mechanics worked out. And certainly when you're injured, not 100%, you have to overcome.
Yeah.
And if you're going to play with that nagging injury, and sometimes it certainly affects, especially pitchers who have to.
That one popped up into the infield. Camping under it is Clement, and he'll catch it, and down go the Cardinals, but not before they score 4 runs to take the lead 4-1 here. We're back in 60 for the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're tuning into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here. Spencer Dupuis, Trip Tobin, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Cameraman Donald Kenny and John Alderton back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin. Spring Mills on top now 4-1 after a 4-run top of the third inning.
Yeah, and they got Chase Herndon on the mounds. Got a few strikeouts under his belt. He's got 31 pitches, pitching quite efficiently. Could easily be 4-0 should should Spring Mill have caught that ball in the infield with 2 outs. But who better to have up for Martinsburg than Hudson Clement, who can quickly light a fire here, as he did in the first inning, and cut this thing in half and chip away at this lead.
Leadoff triple here for Hudson Clement. Clement committed as a preferred walk-on at West Virginia University for football. And he gets a ball on bat there. Just a little dribbler up the first baseline, and catcher to first base for the out. So 1 out here on 1 pitch here in the bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, the ball just caught the end of the bat there, popped straight up. Mason Everhart come darting out, and when Hudson seen that ball was going to be fair, he turned on that D1 speed he's got and made that a tough play.
Canby now at the plate. He's wearing number 20 tonight, just due to these jerseys not having his original number in there.
This is original number 7. Isn't he 7?
Yes.
I believe he's 7.
I was looking at the lineup, and Nick goes,
"No,
can't we change his number?"
Yeah, 7's pretty. Somebody must have kept that one.
Fouls that one off. Now 1-1 the count.
Number 7's probably home in someone's closet. Didn't get turned back in. Yes. If you're out there, bring it back. Messing with Canby here tonight. He's number 7 on the scoreboard.
1-1 delivery. That one's in there for a strike.
And just for Heather, he's number 1 in our hearts, right?
1-2 delivery here from Herndon.
Herndon hasn't been great success with that curveball. Just threw it again there. If he's going to be successful tonight against this Martinsburg lineup, he's going to have to be more than a 1-pitch, pitcher there. He's going to have to locate that fastball and move those 2 other pitches in.
And he strikes out swinging. Another strikeout here. That is now, if you go back to the last inning, 2 strikeouts, or 3 total strikeouts, now for Herndon on the mound.
And this is a great opportunity for Spring Mills to get a huge win. I mean, you have your ace on the mound, a Martinsburg offense that's struggling.
Who has yet to get a win either.
And a 3-run lead for them. It's still very early in the ball game, but Spring Mills is probably in an excellent situation.
Well, when you're the underdog, as Spring Mills certainly is coming in, even with Chase on the mound, you can play a lot looser, and each out that goes by makes it tougher and tougher, and makes more and more, makes Martinsburg more and more anxious, not trying not to lose.
1-1 delivery, and that hits him.
So Sifford takes one off the
back.
It looked like the back or the back side as he turned away from it. But so every inning, every out that goes by, just makes you more and more tight. Trying not to lose, and that's just a bad place to be in when you're a baseball team. But Spring Mills really playing kind of nothing to lose, kind of loose with the lead, and that's a tough team to beat when they really don't have nothing to lose. But they Spring Mills certainly, as we've seen and we've heard, they just keep getting better and better, and there's been a hit or an out.
Boober at the plate, and he hits that one into deep center field. But it'll be caught there by Custer, and that'll end the bottom of the third inning. And we'll head to the top of the third inning.
top of the fourth inning, After this 60-second break, you're tuning into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
Faulkner Park here for this EPAC showdown between Martinsburg and Spring Mills. Spring Mills on top 4-1 after a 4-run, top of the third inning. Now they're up here in the top of the fourth inning. It's Jackson Engel at the plate. First one into him is a ball. Caleb Edwards grinding this one out tonight here, Trip.
Yeah, he's certainly putting the pain behind and just battling each batter, trying to get through it. A couple singles the last inning, and then the big double by Carson Gotham to got over Sifford's head.
That's a foul ball.
Yeah.
Nearly hit him, but they're going to call it a foul ball.
He did hit Asanovich in the back of the leg, it looks like.
Yeah, he got it as well. I think it got him not quite in the back of the leg, but
that's where he was reaching initially.
Oh, yeah, he is kind of reaching down around there somehow or another. Must have hit the turf and come back up, and yeah, he's rubbing the back of that leg pretty well. They usually tell you don't rub it, but he's rubbing it pretty good. But yeah, just Jackson kind of looked like he kind of wanted to bail out of the way, but instead of turning away, he turned in, and the ball ran in and up and kind of got him in the hand and the bat there. We couldn't really tell. We heard it.
And he strikes out swinging. Another K on the night here for Edwards.
Edwards is really gutting it out, Hats off to him for giving it all he's got. He was told by, multiple sources, his doctor and I believe his, I guess someone he's going to there to get that thing stretched out. And so he's going to a couple different physicians or medical places to get that leg looked at. So it's not that he's out there and he's in danger of hurting himself, that bad. It's just that certainly is causing him not to be himself tonight.
Yeah, Gilbert at the plate now. I would say 2-0 count. First ball went to the backstop, the other outside. Second one third pitch here gets the call there. So 2-1 now the count here with one out in the top of the fourth inning. Fouled off. So 2-2 now the count.
Gilbert, freshman, battling in there, doing all he can.
And he swings and misses. Now the 8th strikeout tonight for Caleb Edwards, grinding it out there with the 80th pitch of the night.
The strikeout pitch is still working for him.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Really just one tough inning, last inning so far. Other than that, he's looked like himself for the most part.
Yeah.
A few wild pitches here and there, but
he's not as his pitch count's up. He's not as efficient as he has been. He's getting into longer counts here and more ball counts, but he is finding a way to get outs, and then he's battling.
Caleb Compton now at the plate. He was hit by pitches last time up. It's a 1-1 count. He fouls that one off now 1-2.
That hit by a pitch started the rally for Spring Mills.
Yeah, he got hit by the pitch. Next thing you know, it was bases loaded after a couple of hits, and then
back-to-back singles from Cover and Herndon. He dropped third strike, and he'll make it to first base. Yeah. So you count that as a K, though, but
yep,
that's the 9th strikeout of the night, but he'll be on first base.
So see if that once again lights Spring Mills' fire here as they've got Compton on.
Cover to the plate, who singled his last time up. Strike. First one comes in for a strike there on the outside corner.
Cover's one of the young men that Bradley Barrett had talked about in his interview, earlier this year, seeing the ball well, swinging the bat well.
And he'll get bat on ball right there, but right over to Walker Hall, who walk over and tap on first base, and that'll end the top of the fourth inning. We're back for the bottom of the fourth inning. When we come back, you're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hefley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Hefley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Hefley.com. Hefley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here with Spring Mills on top of Martinsburg 4-1. Due up for Martinsburg is Lupus, Asanovich, and Hall. So Martinsburg really needs to get the bats going here.
You're looking at Caleb Edwards at 86 pitches, 9 outs to get, with a 4-1 deficit. And on the other side of that, you got Herndon out there working a lot more efficiently. And kind of pitching to contact a little bit more, getting some outs, some fly outs.
First pitch from Herndon to Lupus is outside, high and outside for a ball. 1-0 now the count.
Certainly an opportunity for Spring Mills to get a marquee victory.
1-0 delivery on the way, and that's swung on and missed there by Lupus.
And he's on his, I believe, 44th or 45th pitch, so if he can get through another quick inning, he can certainly go deep into this game.
That one fouled off right behind us here in the press box.
The other side of it, Martinsburg just has to battle. Pick away at this lead, try not to get it all back with one swing. Just to be patient at the plate, take what they give them.
The 1-2 delivery on the way. And he didn't go as he got the bat back there, so it's now 2-2.
Yeah, ball come running up and in, and Michael trying to bail out of the way, but the
2-2 delivery on the way. That one up the middle, and the second baseman Gilbert has it. He'll throw over to first, and there's the first out of the bottom of the fourth inning.
Great play by the freshman there. Lupus wasn't hit that hard. They didn't have to worry about the ball, hitting him or hitting him hard. He just had to make a quick play, kind of a do or die play from second base, and threw it right on line on the jump.
Asanovich up, and he flied out to the right fielder his last time up. First pitch from Herndon to Asanovich is in there for a strike now. 0-1 the count.
Asanovich took one there on the back of the leg. The last time could affect him running a bit as well.
0-1 delivery on the way from Herndon, and that one catches the zone again for a strike. 0-2 now the count here. It's Herndon in front here.
Herndon lost his hat and did a hop, jump, skipping a jump afterwards, didn't he? Something. He didn't land quite how he wanted to.
0-2 delivery from Herndon. Did he go? He didn't ask for.
He asked for it, didn't get it.
Didn't get it. As it's brought the bat back. 1-2 now the count.
Everhart asked, but head umpire Buckoff Master didn't honor the appeal.
1-2 delivery on the way. That one swung on up the middle. Herndon grabs the ball. He'll go throw over to first and complete the second out of the bottom of the fourth inning. And just like that here, we're one more left to go in this inning.
If he's never pitched before, you don't really understand that. And let's see on camera, you see the ball wasn't hit that hard. It's just your first reaction is it's going to be hit hard and you got to protect yourself. So Herndon kind of got into
kind of hesitated there.
Yeah, he got a kind of in a self-preservation mode there, and he locked up, and then he smothered it up and threw across. But
Walker Hall up to the plate. He walked his last time up. First one in there for
Herndon loses his hat and does a little jump there at the end again.
But also a tough play for him, too, because he's a lefty. So not only did he kind of hesitate, but he has to make that throw.
Everybody is losing their hat.
Well, when you watch him throw, he throws. He's very. It's kind of. I don't want to use the word erratic, but you watch him throw his leg back across sometimes. When he throws his fastball, he really throws his hips into it, and he gets kind of herky-jerky there, and he doesn't land in a great fielding position. So that's the problem, is you're kind of up in the air, not in a good fielding position. The ball's coming at you. So you can see him jumping around there a little bit as they swing.
2-1 pitch on the way, and that's in for a ball. Now 3-1 the count.
As he's sort of anticipating contact, he kind of jumps there a little bit, trying to get in the fielding position, it looked like.
3-1 delivery on the way from Herndon. That one's fouled off by Walker Hall.
And the hat goes down again.
Maybe they just need to get a new hat distributor here for all these teams in the Eastern Panhandle.
They need some glue or something. Just glue it on his head.
3-2 delivery on the way. That one swung out into right field, and that one is foul.
I think
by a few feet.
Like the old cowboy hats where you used to pull the string down and pull it up. Right? That's what they need.
Bucket hats maybe, perhaps.
Something. You got to do something. Tie them hats on. That would drive me crazy as a pitcher to constantly pick up my hat. Or worry about it falling. What if it falls in front of your face as the ball's coming?
Yeah.
You can't see it.
The full count delivery on the way from Herndon. That one inside for a ball to walk, and back-to-back walks now for Hall.
Yeah.
He'll go down to first.
Hall doing his job here tonight.
Living up to his name as well.
Walker with another walk. Jake Zittel, the DH, in again. He bunted Hall over to second the last time up. Can't do that now here with 2 outs, though. That one catches the zone.
Seen him kind of limping down or coming back, kind of favoring his leg a little bit. Maybe not getting stretched out enough there, but I was wondering if we'd see him this next time up. But here he is. We'll kind of watch him as he gets down the line. Should he make some contact?
A 1 delivery on the way. That's high and outside for a ball. 1-1 now the count.
Yeah, but that's big to have him at least still in the lineup. Even though his batsman's struggling, he does give you a pitching option.
Yeah, and, when you see
another high 1 for a ball now, 2-1.
And, take nothing away from him. If he gets the pitch where, gets
right.
if 2-1, 3-1 count, he could find a fastball. I've seen many of his batting practice balls fly out of this park.
2-1 catches the corner there.
All it takes is one swing to get you out of a slump.
Yeah. 2-2 now.
The confidence building the swing.
2-2 delivery, 2 outs here. That one in the dirt. In the turf, I guess. I got used to saying that here.
And I spoke with him a little bit about his at bats, and he said prior to the 2 EPAC games with Washington and Jefferson, which are tough games, he said, I've made some good contact. I haven't, had the best of luck, getting the ball down.
Full count delivery on the way. That is fouled off and just past Spring Mills dugout.
So he understands what he has to do. He understands part of the slump is, some of his hard hit balls finding the glove and not finding the ground. And so his average, shows that in his.
And he's able to extend this at bat here.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's a threat by any means, in any lineup.
3-2 delivery on the way, and he walks him now. Back-to-back walks for Herndon. 2 on here, 2 outs.
And in both of these at-bats tonight, he does his job. He bunts the runner over the first time with a well-placed bunt for a guy that maybe you wouldn't think is a kind of guy that does a lot of bunting, and then draws a walk there. So it's he's not being selfish at the plate, which is good to see.
Yeah, anytime you can get quality at bats, that helps you build that confidence.
Wilt now at the plate. And that one's in for a strike now. 0-1 the count, and Wilt looking for his second hit of the season. Be a great hit for Martinsburg if he's able to get one, and potentially one or two guys score depending where it goes. And that one,
a lot of speed
over there to Gilbert, and they're going to call him safe or out.
Said he was off the bag.
He was off the bag, so now we've got runners on all bases here.
And you got the top of the lineup coming up.
Now Coach Barrett's coming out, and he wants to talk to the umpires.
Yeah, he was pointing that he thought first baseman Gotham had gotten his foot still on the bag, but
ruled that an error.
Yeah. So you really can't get an appeal here from the umpire Buckoff Master, because actually when it pulled him, according to Tim Carroll, umpire, it pulled him down the right field line off. So there's no real view for umpire Buck Hoffmaster here to make that call. So no appeal, rightfully so. It looked like Tim's in the C position there. Can't see that, can't make that, or certainly farther away from first. But he clearly said, he called it immediately. He was off the bag. So top of the order here, bases loaded.
Yeah, that turns the lineup over. Hudson Clement at the plate. He tripled his first at bat. He could do that again. We'd have a tie ball game.
Yeah, 2 walks, the next thing in there, and then here you go.
Sees another pitch. That one's in for a strike. 1-1 now the count. Seeing more pitches.
Herndon's a pitch away from getting out of this mess, and Martinsburg's just a hit away from starting, from cutting this lead down, if not tying it.
1-1 pitch there is inside, and
great job by
Everhart's just able to get that, or there'd probably be at least one run advancing.
You got Walker Hall in third, and there's 2 outs, so it's going to have to get away because you don't want to make the last out at home. He certainly doesn't possess the speed that some of the other guys on the team do. But
2-1 delivery from Herndon, and that one is low for a ball. Now 3-1, and you don't want to put a guy on with the bases juiced.
And you don't want to groove it either.
But also, you got the best hitter on Martinsburg's lineup right here, so you got to pitch to him a little differently.
You don't want to groove it, but he's going to be setting dead red on the fastball.
3-1 delivery on the way, and that one just catches the corner inside for a ball to bring the count full 3-2.
With 2 outs, so the runners are going to be moving when Herndon starts his motion home, so that's going to give everybody an opportunity to get going, and that means a base hit could score more than 1 run, 2 runs.
That one outside for a ball and brings home a run. Walker Hall will score, and Martinsburg will now be down just 2, 4-2 the score.
3 walks and an error after getting the first 2 outs, and now we got a pitching visit, a mound visit.
Yeah, and Spring Mills, like I said, had a 4-1 lead, still has a 4-2 lead here with 2 outs, and it looked like Chase Herndon was really rolling out there, and this team was going to be in a great position to win. Now, obviously, they can still win this game, but the pressure certainly shifted from being on Martinsburg to get some runs across to now a great situation for Martinsburg to break open this game and take the lead.
And Herndon now up to 73 pitches on the night.
That's the big story. That he was at 2 outs with less than 50 pitches, or right around 50 pitches. Now he's at 71. So Martinsburg has found another, 15, 20 pitches out of him.
At the plate, and he pops that one up just outside the infield, and he can't get it. Gilbert can't get it, and 2 will score, and we're tied up here at P.O. Faulkner.
The fly ball has once again bit the high fly infield pop has bit Spring Mills as the ball is blowing around there. Those flags, if you can see on the cameras, are blowing hard out towards the quarry, and that just pushed that ball all around. And Gilbert just didn't bring it in. Now you got first and third with 2 outs. And Canby and Hudson first and third with 2 outs. I would look for Canby to break again. This time probably slide.
So an E4 there called. First one now into Siffert for a ball. We were in the top of when we ended the top of the inning, we knew it was going to be a big inning needed for Martinsburg, and they've been able to take advantage of some Spring Mills miscues. That one hit into deep left center or left field, and that was up close to the warning track at the wall, and he catches that one. Sights will come down to the end of the inning, but not before Martinsburg can put 3 up to tie the ball game here at 4. We're headed to the top of the 5th inning, all tied up at 4. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Are you at risk for a heart attack or stroke? WVU Medicine would like to remind you it's important to recognize the signs and symptoms so you can seek medical attention fast. The acronym FAST stands for F, face drooping, A, arm weakness, S, speech difficulty, and T, time to call 911. If you are having a stroke, get medical attention right away. Immediate treatment may decrease the risk of disability and prevent death. This important message is brought to you by WVU Medicine.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Paid for by Friends of Jason Barrett.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here. Spencer Dupuy, Trip Tobin, Nick Verzolini. Happy to have you with us. Cameraman Donald Kinney and John Alderton back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin. Martinsburg ties it up there in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Spring Mills has their big batters up here. Herndon, Chenier, and Gotham having 4 total hits tonight. And Gotham with the 3 RBIs there in that 3rd inning there. First pitch now to Herndon is fouled off. 0-1 now the count.
Herndon 1 for 1 here, or 2 for 2 tonight. 2 singles. Battling
fouls that
hard
one
here.
off again.
You know, it's tough for Herndon there. You can look at it a couple different ways. He certainly could have been out of it with the second baseman kind of making a wide throw to first and missing a fly pop there. But he'll be the first one to tell you that those 2 walks come around to score. So he'll take his part in it.
0-2 hit up the middle right to Edwards, and he'll throw over a Hall for the first out of the top of the 5th inning.
So still 2 for 3 tonight for him. You know, you can't get on every time. And credit to Edwards, who's figured out a way to get Herndon out there. So, but back to Herndon that last, he'll be the first one to tell you that those 2 walks came around to score, and they unearned, but still they were walks that he had put on base, which allowed the error to score the runs there.
First one to Chenier in there for a strike. 0-1 now the count. Chenier struck out looking his last time up, and second one in for a strike as well, as Edwards ahead 0-2 here, getting ready to throw his 89th pitch of the night, or 90th pitch of the night, excuse me. That one swung on, fouled into right field, giving chase. There was Wilt, but he'll pull off there as it comes down right about 3 feet inside the fence. A little too far for him to go there, Trip.
He went after it. Wilt's got some speed out there. We've seen him make a couple of really nice plays in that those 2 games earlier in the week with Jefferson and Washington. So he does have that speed and does draw a beat on the baseball and gets after it, but that was out of range there for him.
The 0-2 delivery on the way, and that is fouled, and it just takes our camera out.
It really took it.
Yeah, I still got a picture, but it is pointed at the wall right now.
Yeah, and it's down. You can't even reach it now. It's shot. It knocked it clean off the fence.
And swinging and missing there, and he gets him with the strikeout. Another strikeout tonight for Edwards. That his 10th strikeout on the evening.
We're starting to see a little bit of a turn of the tides here. Certainly, if Martinsburg can get a quick inning here, get through the top of the order, it's advantage Martinsburg as they would come to the bottom of the 5th.
First one in there to Gotham.
This is kind of where
Herndon
was last inning. 2 outs, nobody on, and next thing you know, it was 4-4. So you've got to finish these guys off when you get 2 outs.
A 1 delivery, swinging and missing there is Gotham, now down 0-2. Or excuse me, 1-1.
1-1.
1-1, not down 0-2. 1-1 delivery on the way. That's outside. 2-1 now the count.
I think Spencer's already in Myrtle Beach.
I mean, we're working there, so how am I already there?
Oh, the weather. It's just a different setup there.
Yeah. That one in for a ball again, so Edwards now behind 3-1. I think this one's got to be a strike now.
Yeah, he needs to be
Hitter's
efficient.
Pitch. That one's out, and he walks him.
And that doesn't help him either, trying to go deeper into the game as that pitch count of his is starting to...
99th pitch coming up here. He's only got 12 more, and he had the no pitch earlier, whatever that's what it's called.
Yeah.
So you could see he's technically at 90. He's thrown 99 pitches technically. Doesn't include the warm-ups. Got a runner on first now with Seitz at the plate, and he fouls that one off.
Yep. Certainly wearing on him. You have to really tip your cap to him. He had, the bad third inning, but you see all those zeros, and just kind of sort of like Herndon, you see all those zeros in that bad fourth inning. So moving forward, we might see the battle of the bullpens as these two guys, each have done their job to give their team a chance to win.
And he bounces off the catcher, Asanovich there, and it's 1-1 now the count.
Certainly. I think there's someone, and I see some pants down there in the bullpen and white pants, so someone's down there working, it looks like, getting loose tonight.
1-1 delivery here from Edwards going. There is Gotham, but that'll be a fly ball to center field. Giving chase to it was Canby, and he goes under it for the out, and that ends the top of the fifth inning. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Welcome back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Here, all tied up at 4. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. And due up for Martinsburg is Buber, Lupus, and Asanovich. So we've got a camera problem here trying to figure it out. Just unhooked there. Nick, you got anything to say?
Sorry, I was eating a brownie.
He was eating a brownie there. We had camera issues. We got brownies.
And baseball, so what more could you want? That pitch misses outside for a ball.
Now we got Royalty in the press box with Matt Crumbs Crawford here, so it's all going chaos has ensued.
That one hit, and that'll get into the outfield there for Buber, and one on now for Martinsburg. We've lost that camera completely.
Yeah, that foul ball come back and took that camera out and dropped it down. Got hung up in the fence down there.
Lupus now to the plate for Martinsburg.
As we go deeper into this, as it stays close, it certainly starts to get advantage of Martinsburg as you start to see a little bit of the momentum change.
That one will go to the backstop, and moving over to second is Buber. Runner now in scoring position.
Well, Lupus squared the bunt, and he was willing to bunt, but Herndon threw it behind him. So instead of Herndon throwing it down the middle and getting the out that was going to be given to him, he throws it behind him, and now Lupus doesn't have to bunt to move that runner. So that's a big faux pas on Herndon there.
1-0 delivery on the way, and that's hit into middle right or middle center field, and camping under it there is Custer.
Left too soon.
And moving over to third base now is Buber.
I believe he left too soon.
I thought so too.
That one goes out of play, so Buber will come home, and Martinsburg will now lead 5-4.
Yeah, the throw came in from center field, took a hop, got over the glove, I believe. Was it on the hop there? But either way, it got over the hop of third baseman, and it got into Martinsburg's dugout. And so that's an extra base there. And they're going to appeal the play at second. I kind of thought for Mango he might have left too soon. So just need to get the ball back to second base for the appeal. They're going to give that appeal. Just throw it. All he has to do is throw it there at the moment. They don't have to make an appeal until he... We're going to get a call. So you see hit home plate umpire Buck Hoffmaster making that call because the field umpire had the catch. So he has the runner at that point. So the appeal doesn't work.
Sonovich now at the plate. That one in for a ball. 1-0 now the count.
From our vantage point, he may have left a tick too soon. You have to kind of watch it yourself. But in live,
yeah,
it appeared that he got a step.
1-0 delivered to Sonovich, and that's right over to Engel at third base. A hard line out there for Sonovich.
Those are the ones that in the book, keep you 0 for the night. But you have to be happy with that contact there, even though it doesn't have nothing to show for it. But he hit it as hard as anybody's hit it tonight.
Walker Hall now to the plate, who's walked and done his job here, coming in for Isaiah Morris. He'll get bat on ball there to shortstop Compton. Compton will throw over to first in the dirt, but he'll collect the ball for the out to end the bottom of the fifth inning, but not before Martinsburg can score a run and take the lead 5-4. You're tuning into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back at 60.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here with Martinsburg on top 5-4 here as we head to the top of the sixth inning already.
Yeah, top of the sixth, and I'm not sure that
Everhart, Engel, and Gilbert do
I'm not sure that Edwards has enough pitches to get out of this inning. Have to be a very quick, efficient inning, so we're going to see that Martinsburg bullpen. It's quite a little bit depleted with Morris, who generally comes in and closes, who's serving that suspension. Paulson arm is not healthy enough, so maybe we're looking at lupus possibly. I'm not sure who. Triggs is there, of course. A few others in that dugout that could close out this game and give Martinsburg an opportunity here to finish strong.
And Edwards now ahead 0-2, swinging and missing. Get another strikeout is Edwards. Down goes Everhart. Edwards now at 11 Ks on the night.
Yeah, he's given it everything he's had. He's battled through. I don't think he's 100% himself by any means, but he's certainly given his team an opportunity to jump on his back. And the best thing about Edwards was, he did have a rough fourth inning, and some of it was by his own doing. It was an error in there as well, but some pitches that found a lot of the plate, a lot of base hits.
He is working right now. He's had, 5 straight strikes.
And he knows his pitch count is there. And
dwindling at 1.
He knows where he's at in the lineup and what he needs to do to get out. Just throw the contact and throw it over the plate.
He's now at pitch 107. With the count now at 1-2 here with 1 out.
If he can get this batter out and get through the next batter, then he could
1-2 delivery on the way. That one
Hit out to Clement at short. He'll throw over to first, and Hall completes it for the out now. 2 outs.
So should Edwards get Gilbert here and not have to face the top of the order, he can get through 6 complete, even after laboring early in the game.
And what is it? You hit 110, you have to rest how many days?
You have 3 days off, so you can pitch on the 4th.
So he'll maybe be able to go game 1 down in Mingo Bay.
He could go game 1 because that would be,
Yeah.
But that you rarely see him go go max pitch and then see him again in 4 days.
First one in there for a strike now, 0-1 the count, and that one's fouled off for pitch 1.
That one found off.
10.
That one found the dugout.
One did find the dugout. So 0-2 now the count here with 2 outs.
Is that Avery on camera over there? Or John?
No, it's John.
I see the resemblance.
He's waving.
He didn't go there as the appeal down to first. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning, with this being the last batter that Edwards can face. 1-2 delivery on the way. That is fouled now over the dugout.
Staying alive here, forcing Edwards to reach that max pitch count with the top of the order coming up. So the closer, the reliever for Martinsburg, is going to face the top of the order for sure, regardless of what happens here.
1-2 delivery on the way. Swinging and missing. Down goes Gilbert, and 12 strikeouts for Caleb Edwards on this special night. Now we're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, back in 60.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here for the bottom of the 6th inning with Martinsburg on top 5-4. Zittel, Jake Zittel now up to the plate. He walked his last time up in the 4th inning and had a sacrifice bunt there in the 2nd inning. He gets good wood on that one onto left field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. And he's got to be ecstatic down there because he really needed that hit.
Yeah, he jumped on that first pitch, and he's been looking for that hit for a couple of games there. Looks like he got a new second baseman out there. Is it number 4, I believe? I can't tell who moved into second. Maybe Peyton Girardin. 24 is running for Martinsburg.
Brandon Oviedo.
Oviedo's going to run, or maybe not. Who knows? Something's going on here. I was calling timeout. So definitely, Gilbert's been removed for another second baseman here.
It looks to be
number 9. Is it Girardin? Yeah, Peyton Girardin's in for second base for Isaac Gilbert.
So we do have the courtesy runner down there?
Yeah, you got Oviedo down there. Logan Wilt to the plate. Bunt situation here. Certainly look for a nice job by Herndon. Anytime there's a bunt situation, possibly if you throw over, try to get Wilt to show his hand, which he did.
The courtesy runner, courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
So now you've got Jackson Engel up on the grass at third. Wilt
pulls back.
A lot of times when they kind of bunt through like that or miss bunt, they'll throw to first, but left-handed batter makes it tough for Everhart to throw.
He bunts that one straight up and back to the end of the backstop.
Into the living room.
To the camera that is now back in place.
That's what you hate to see, too. I mean, as a coach, you want them to put that very first one down. Not that everybody knows you're not everybody knows you're going to do it. Not that it changes the strategy. You just want to get the bunt down.
He'll get that one down right over to Herndon.
Nobody's covering third.
He'll go and get the out there at first, but it'll move Oviedo, the courtesy runner, over to second base, put him in scoring position here with one out.
So last inning when Buber got the base hit and got on, and then he threw behind to Lupus, that allowed Buber to move up, and that gave Lupus, an opportunity to swing away. So you had the man on second, and then you had at least two opportunities to get him home before the third out.
And this turns the lineup over here. Hudson Clement now at the plate, who tripled in his first at bat, and it was walked the last time up in the fourth inning. Now went low and inside for a ball.
As Herndon reaches, starting to push 90 pitches himself. It's about 20 left, and he's still got 5 outs to get.
That one in for a strike now.
They're not going to be easy outs as Martinsburg has turned that lineup over back to the top. We're not 100% sure who Martinsburg has in that bullpen. Can't see from our vantage point.
That one high and outside for a ball. 2-1 now the count.
So when everything looked like it wasn't going Martinsburg's way in the third, they found a way to turn this thing around in the fourth and fifth and have someone runner in scoring position here in the sixth.
Look, in the runner Oviedo back at second.
Martinsburg battling with a few starters out of the lineup.
Fouls that one off over the dugout.
Showing a little depth as they are, showing a little mental toughness, showing some team work, as you would call it, or showing some depth in that team. And Spring Mills, you see, just continually getting better and better each week.
And that one's right up the middle. And they're going to get the runner at third on the double play.
It was just a throwback over. It wasn't quite. It was just a single out there. It wasn't a double play.
Oh, yeah.
The man at second broke. Oviedo, the freshman, broke on the grounder back to the pitcher, and Herndon threw across over to Jackson Engel. Engel was kind of retreating and made a great play by grabbing the baseball as the runner comes sliding into it, and so Hudson gets on first on a fielder's choice.
He'll steal second, and he'll be in without
an extremely tough job to ask of any catcher, to throw him out. And so even on the lefty of Herndon is generally harder. Lefties are harder to steal on. It's just you have to be perfect to get him out.
Hudson playing mind games there with Herndon. And the pitch now to Canby is in for a strike. That brings the count to 1-1 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth inning with Martinsburg on top 5-4.
Looking for an insurance run.
That one in the dirt. Hudson will go to third, and he'll make it without a throw.
Yeah,
now 90 feet away from another run.
I thought Everhart was going to cut that one loose for no reason, but smart baseball IQ, knowledge there, just holding the baseball, keeping him at bay. Now, it makes it a little bit, believe it or not, probably makes it a little easier on Herndon to go after Canby and just focus on Canby.
And he swings and misses on that. Now 2-2.
Canby's walk, struck out, and reached on the E4. He needs to get this ball on the ground and use that speed if at all possible. Certainly needs to put it in play, give yourself a chance.
2-2 delivery, 2 outs, and that one is flied up into shallow right field, and catching it there is Girardin, who came in to play second, and that'll do it for this bottom of the sixth inning. Martinsburg still on top, 5-4. We'll head to the top of the seventh. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here. Martinsburg on top 5-4, and that'll do it for Caleb Edwards' night. 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, and 12 Ks, 114 pitches, 76 strikeouts. Pitching changes brought to you by the Hefley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, so you should too. Coming into pitch here, you said was Lupus. So Lupus here to pitch now for Martinsburg. Look at Lupus's numbers. He's pitched 9 1/3 innings in 5 games. He is 1-1, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 8 walks, and 11 strikeouts, an ERA of 1.5.
Certainly doing his job here this year for Martinsburg on the mound. Finding his groove here as kind of a coming in late in the games, kind of closing things out. He's got a couple starts, I believe.
First pitch to Compton in for a strike.
Yeah, Lupus has started 1 game earlier this season, but mainly a bullpen arm.
Well, yeah, he could be coming in, giving them that middle relief, or that kind of closing some games out, saving some arms there, eating up some innings, and here he's kind of asked to shut this
1-2
thing down.
delivery on the way, that is fouled off.
He needs 3 outs. He's going to face the top of this Spring Mills order.
And if he can do so, I believe the numbers are correct, and it'll be the first save of the season for the Martinsburg Bulldogs if he's able to do so. That one in there for a ball, 2-2 the count.
Martinsburg here holding on to a 5-4 lead despite being out hit 5-3 by Spring Mills.
That one hit over there to Oviedo in at third, and that one is
clear the way.
Error. He'll go to second. He'll start to round the bag at second, but he'll stay there.
Yeah. You don't want to
error on the throw from Oviedo to Hall.
So Oviedo made a really clean play, a strong throw, but it sailed on him, got up. Now you got the tying run at second base, nobody out. I would think that maybe Cover could possibly bunt here just to get him 90 feet closer, but he does have a base hit under his belt here. Put the ball in play 2 out of 3 times, so possibly just
E5.
Try to move him, try to score him with a base hit here. He's already in scoring position.
That one fouled off right to the right of our camera there.
So he does bunt, but he doesn't make a great attempt at it, sort of a running bunt. And I'm not sure it was a strike. Generally on a sacrifice bunt, you certainly just want to swing at or bunt at strikes. Let the pitcher throw you a strike.
0-1 delivery on the way, going to bunt, and there he gets a bunt down. Walker Hall throws it over there to Buber to complete the out, moves the runner up to third, now 90 feet away from tying this ball game.
Herndon needs to find something he can lift here. I guess the infield will pull in. Like Buber's still back, but Walker's up, shortstop's up. So possibly they would put him on, but that would put the winning run on base, or the potential winning run. They're going to swing away. Buber's kind of...
Herndon now at the plate.
So Martinsburg's elected to kind of leave so they're going to put him on.
They will put him on with the intentional walk after
first and third. So now Spring Mills is in a unique situation where they could run, they could try to steal the base. Martinsburg throws down, they kind of be giving up the run. If they don't throw down, that puts Spring Mills go-ahead run in scoring position. So some gamemanship here, some strategy as Martinsburg calls the first and third play. Be interesting to see here.
And there's one out, so if you're Herndon, do you think about going?
I think you do. He's not, but he doesn't
Chenier
have a
at
lead.
the plate.
No lead at all.
First pitch to Chenier, and he fouls that one off just no less than a foot foul, I think.
Yeah, with Compton standing there just in foul territory. So I'm not sure if Martinsburg can throw down and let the tying run come home.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it.
So I'm not sure why Herndon's not getting any type of lead at all.
It's swinging and missing. There it is.
If you get to 2 outs, then you can throw Herndon out. So 2 outs. 1 out, 2 strikes. He's got. This is a stealing situation.
The 0-2 delivery from Lupus, and that's fouled off. One and 2 count here. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Lupus trying to get the save for the Bulldogs. The runners on second and third as they're up 5-4. That's fouled off right behind the press box.
I would assume now that he's not sending them a little nervous about the strikeout, throw him out. But with Chenier swinging the bat here, and it looks like Herndon's okay just to kind of sit there and get a short lead.
0-2 delivery on the way, and that one up the middle.
Could be a double play.
Hudson over to Clement, but he's going to beat it out, and it's going to go over the head, and the run's going to score.
He's going to tag him.
They're going to tag him, and it'll be out, but it'll still be a tie ball game.
Yep. So, ground ball to short, tried for a double play. Chenier runs, the ball sails on the double play. Chenier makes a turn towards second. When he comes back to the bag, Walker Hall takes the ball off the fence, picks it up, and tags him because of the attempt. But do have a tie ball game going into the bottom of the 7th. Martinsburg with a chance to walk it off, or we're going to extras.
You're the one that's always trying to summon the extra innings, so maybe it's coming back to bite you here. But again, as he just said, we're all tied up at 5. Martinsburg trying to walk it off. We'll be back next for the bottom of the 7th inning. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's
never mind.
So,
I don't know if we're on.
Interesting turn of events.
Are we back on? I don't know. Nope, he didn't send it back. Well, he may have. I don't know. I'm on that. I can't tell you. We are back. All right, well, Tripp, explain what just happened.
Well, apparently, Spring Mills went out to take the field, and Martinsburg started to come lining up like the game was over. Basically, it appeared that there was a possibility that the double play, the runner going from first to second, interfered with the double play, which would in turn have if he did interfere there and didn't give a chance for the double play, that would have deemed the runner going down the first out. That would have completed the double play, and the run wouldn't have scored. And Martinsburg wins. They go to line up. Spring Mills is out in the field, and then next thing you know, the Spring Mills coaches are out, and the 2 umpires are conferring together, and so they kind of rolled that off that there was no interference, that the out at second base stood. The run comes around and scores, and the runner at first is out on the overthrow, making the turn to make the attempt to go to second, and then getting tagged out as he come back to first. So there was no interference, was no double play, and the run score. We're at a tie ball game here.
So Siffert, Buber, and Lupus due up for Martinsburg. First pitch there
into Sifford.
But there were some tense moments during the commercial time.
There really was. Now 0-2 as he fouls that one off.
Things got loud.
Things did get loud, and then I apologize. I didn't know we were back on or not. The 0-2 delivery here from Herndon. That one is fouled off. Herndon now has got about 11 pitches to play with, as he's now about to throw his 100th pitch coming up here.
Martinsburg's sitting on, getting out hit 5-3, but Spring Mills with those, I believe, 5 errors to Martinsburg's 3 errors have certainly created some issues on the scoreboard for Spring Mills.
And that one fouled off here as it's 1-2 as he stays alive. Again, all tied up at 5 here as Martinsburg is looking to walk it off. 1-2 count here to Sifford. Herndon the pitch, and that one fouled off again.
Sifford a little tougher out this time through. He struck out, got hit by a pitch, and he did fly out. He got a lot of
on the warning track, I think, to left field.
He sent that one flying the last time, so he got a
1-2 delivery on the way, and that's fouled off again. He is fighting through this at bat. He's trying to find one he can hit and line out to the outfield.
Sifford's opportunity to get on base, use that speed. He plays left field, catches, he's kind of a utility player, but certainly has a lot of speed there as well.
And he pops that one up to the infield, or just outside the infield, as he misses it. Now rounding second, and he's in safe. And the ball is now overthrown there. And heads up baseball there by Sifford to just keep running.
Yeah, a lot of times when you pop it out, they kind of mope out of the box, and you yell at them all year long. Look two on that particular play. And tonight, with Spring Mills struggling to catch the baseball as it gets up in the air on their 6th error, and I believe 3 of them coming on pop flies to the infield, if not more. I definitely know
on
3.
That side of the infield, too.
Yeah, that side of the infield has been struggling. So Sifford, being smart, took off out of the box hard like it was a double and turned that into a double because he never moped, never gave up. And so that's the reason why, if you're watching at home and you're a youngster and you hear your coach yelling, run it out, looking two, you're always, he could have easily been standing on first.
And Coach Barrett comes out, talks there to Chase Herndon, who's now about to throw his 106th pitch as Carson Buber's at the plate. Could be his last batter of the night, with Sifford at second. And that one hit it into left field, and that'll drop. Coming around is Sifford, and the ball is going to slow up, and he's going to score, and Martinsburg's going to walk it off and get the win on the night that they celebrate the life of their former assistant coach, Brett Twigg. They're going to walk it off 6-5 on the walk-off single for Carson Buber. And Martinsburg gets the win after losing 2 straight, and what a ball game.
Yeah, really, what a ball game. Again, the errors were the undoing of Spring Mills, but, the heart of Martinsburg to play shorthanded, play down, getting beat or being beat with his looked like Spring Mills was cruising there, and Herndon was cruising, and Martinsburg just kept chipping away, and they got after it, and they got the best of Spring Mills here tonight on a good night.
And it comes from Carson Buber, who wears the jersey number 5, which Twigg wore when he played at Martinsburg, the walk-off single. So wow, Coach Twigg was with the Dogs tonight.
He really was. And we'll get ready to head into the post-game show. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back for the post-game show after this 2-minute break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Martinsburg get the walk-off 6-5 victory.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with 1-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the postgame show. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, the Hefley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Brought to you by Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Here's getting the post-game show. Martinsburg with the walk-off victory tonight with Carson Buber, the walk-off single to left field, scoring Siffert there, who was smart enough to keep running on that error, because I don't know that he doesn't come around to score if he's standing off first base.
No way. No, it's like I said, it's a play that you yell at them and yell at kids from the time that they play a rookie ball and minor ball and whatever you want to call it, 7U, 8U, to run it out, and they, generally when they pop up, they feel like they've failed and they don't get out of the box hard. And he went out of the box hard, knowing that, with the wind tonight, with the flags flying, that's been a struggle on that side of the infield, and he gets to second, with a head first slide, and then he comes in, and the left fielder Seitz out there, I didn't think he had any chance at all at Sifford, but he made one heck of a throw and made that play close. If he throws Sifford out there, a Sifford running third before he gets the ball, that shows he's just missed. That was just a tremendous throw. But game ended fittingly with the number 5, Carson Buber, the number that Brett Twigg had worn, and the number that we had honored tonight. And number 5 tonight gets the walk-off hit for Martinsburg. So, just so fitting for that. Martinsburg showed a lot of grit and gut coming back from down 4-1. It looked like Spring Mills was in control, and they just kept gutting it out, finding ways to get on base. They only had 4 hits tonight, and none of the runs that they scored were earned. So just a tremendous job for them to show that kind of grit and gut, and they're playing without so many starters and a lot of guys hurt and banged up, and it's also a big emotional night as well. So just an unbelievable outing tonight.
And you kind of thought going into this one here that it could be something like that, and Nick will now be joined on the field with Carson Buber, who hit that walk-off single. Nick, take it away.
Thanks, guys. We're now joined by Carson Buber, Martinsburg second baseman, who walked it off tonight to beat Spring Mills. What was going through your head on that final at-bat?
Final at-bat? I just had to make some contact with the ball, move the runners over. He's throwing strikes, so I knew he was throwing it there.
And Carson, I don't know if you realize this, but Coach Twigg wore number 5 at Martinsburg,
yes.
And you hit the walk-off.
Yeah, it felt really good. Felt really good. I just sad to hear he passed, but felt really good.
And to get that win on this special night, it's got to feel good, especially with back-to-back losses in the EPAC, and you guys just kind of struggling to score some runs. But what kind of clicked for you guys tonight, do you think?
Sorry, what?
What clicked for you guys offensively tonight?
I think that coming off of 2 losses, we know we have to hit the ball. We haven't hit the ball too well the last 2 games, and we knew what we had to do. We had to hit the ball, move runners over, score runs.
All right, Carson, thank you, and good luck at Myrtle Beach and tomorrow as well.
Thank you.
All right, we'll now get Coach Aaron Byler. Coach, emotional night for you guys, and you're able to pull off this win. What does it mean to honor Coach Twigg tonight with a great game and a great win?
I mean, how fitting is it? 5-5 and the extra innings, and number 5 comes up to walk it off. I don't know. I hope that everything we did here tonight was, a tremendous honor to Brett, because I'm, like I've told you before, I'm forever indebted. I miss my friend, and I miss what he meant to this baseball program, and it was great.
And Carson Buber with the walk-off there. What did you kind of tell him going up to the plate?
Oh, I told him, we had the guy on second, and, Spring Mills chose to bunt him over there with nobody out. I didn't think, especially with some of our bats missing in the lineup, we were just going to let Carson and Mike swing and see what happened. And then when Coach Grishinger said that, number 5 was up, I considered it a done deal.
And we knew heading in Caleb Edwards was dealing with a hamstring injury, but he's able to pitch for you and really just had that one rough inning. First of all, I guess talk about why you decided to leave him out there, and then his performance after that, really just looking like Caleb Edwards.
Well, just a gutty performance by Caleb Edwards. I mean, his hamstring is, pretty well entirely bruised. He's got probably 7 layers of tape on that thing, but there was no taking the ball from him tonight. He wanted it, a game he said a long time ago he wanted, because his mom being Brett's hospice nurse. So just really proud of him, and really proud of the gritty effort that he had tonight. Coach Twigg would have been very, very happy with the way he battled.
All right, after back-to-back losses in the EPAC, you get this one. How's it feel to get the runs back up on the board and get a good win for you guys?
Well, I didn't think we played very good. We kicked the ball over the field a little bit. We didn't really make a whole lot of solid contact till later in the game. Thank goodness they misplayed a few runs, or we're probably going home losers tonight. So just thankful that we did just enough. We got to play better. Smithsburg and Williamsport are very good tomorrow, and we're going to have to do a lot better than we did tonight if we want to get 2 wins. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Nick, for that. Kind of cut out there at the end, but obviously an emotional night for everybody involved, and just for that to happen, as Coach said, Coach Byler said, he thought it'd be a done deal.
Yeah, 5-5, number 5's up, and it's over. It's a done deal. It's just so fitting, and you wonder sometimes these things, but it's just certainly. I don't want to get spiritual here, but to not believe that there's your guardian angel out there in Brett's special night here, and it's just so fitting to win on a walk-off on his home field, 5-5, number 5 up, and we've seen pregame his walk-off grand slam in a state tournament, and then tonight we see number 5 get a walk-off as well. So just a great tribute to the young man who passed away too early.
And let's get into your game summary, brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home auto farmer business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. Call them at 304-263-0809 or go to fmiwv.com. All started in the first inning for the Bulldogs. Bottom of the first inning, a triple for Hudson Clement to start things off, to lead things off. And then Carson Buber hit a fly ball, and it was an error by the catcher. It was kind of a weird pop fly again. It's happened a few times tonight, and able to get the 1-run lead there. And then in the third inning, at the top of the third inning, everything just seemed to be going right for Spring Mills. After that one strikeout, you got hit by a pitch. Compton was hit by the pitch. Then Cover with the single, a single then from Herndon, a strikeout, but then a double from Gotham. That scored both of them, both Cover, and Herndon, and then an error on a ground ball as Gotham will score and make the score 4-1 with the Cardinals on top. And then an inning later there in the bottom of the fourth inning, Martinsburg able to put some things together. Back-to-back walks from Walker Hall and Jake Zittle, and then an error advanced Hall to third and Zittle to second, and then Hudson Clement took the walk there to score the run, and then an error
on a can-be hit ball. It was another one of those weird flies tonight. And Martinsburg able to tie the ball game at 4. Then you move up to the bottom of the 5th inning, and a single from Buber, and then a fly out as Buber advanced on the pass ball. Lupus flew out, and then Buber would come around to score and put Martinsburg on top 5-4, but that wasn't it, as in the top of the 7th inning, the Cardinals would battle back there, and they would score on what ended up being a really weird play as Chenier grounded into a double play. Clement threw the ball to Walker Hall, but it went over his head. Chenier was out advancing as he turned, but Compton came around to score, and then Herndon was out advancing. So a really weird play. There was a ton of weird plays tonight.
Yeah, the wind played into it a lot. We had a possible double play that was ruled off, or a possible interference play that was ruled off. A ball that got into the dugout on a throw to third base allowed runners to allow a run to score. We might have we kind of announced that maybe Buber left a pinch too soon on there. The umpires didn't see it that way. In the fly out, the ball ends up into the dugout, so that could have went another way. First and third late in the game, and Spring Mills decides they're not going to take that base, so Martinsburg doesn't have to put on any type of first and third play. And so, it's just a lot of things going on there that happened in this game, a lot of strange, small things that at the end of the day, one team was able to come out on top and the other on the losing side of that.
And, yes, and then obviously the final game summary part here is Sifford hits a fly ball and reached on an error, and he advanced to second with that smart base running play, just keeping everything churning, going to second base, and then next up comes Carson Buber wearing the number 5 in a 5-5 ball game, and he hits a single on a line drive to left field, and Sifford comes around to score. What a storybook ending tonight, Tripp.
Yeah, it was just a great game. Great. You kind of felt for Martinsburg a little bit as much as you pulled for Spring Mills and the EPAC teams, but Martinsburg, it was kind of their night, and they were honoring their coach who had passed away too soon, and his daughter throwing the pitch out, and things didn't seem to be going their way mid-game, and yet they continued to gut it out. The wind blew some balls into play for them, and right there at the end, Sifford gets the ball and very smartly runs it out, and then there's number 5 gets up and drives the ball down the line, and there's a bang play at the plate, and game over. So, what could have what could have been, I don't want to use the word disastrous, but certainly a big letdown for Martinsburg. Spring Mills would have come in here and taken this game as the underdog, but Martinsburg prevails, and they got 2 big games tomorrow with Smithsburg and who else did they play tomorrow? Williamsport possibly. So two games they got to get under their belt, and then they get a day off before they.
I believe they're traveling tomorrow night, is what Coach Byler told me the other day.
Well, I believe the kids are traveling on their own, so that means he could possibly be traveling.
Oh, they are traveling on their own.
So they're not taking a bus down, so they'll be leaving as long as they're down there at a certain
I did not know that.
Meet point time. So possibly the coaches after the game could head down and get things squared away, in the rooms and all that. But anyway, regardless, 2 games tomorrow, then they're off to the Mingo Bay Classic. A little short-handed. Paulson's kind of hurting, but they're finding some pitching.
Was Morris going to be able to play in out-of-state games, or does that count against his suspension?
Yeah, so tomorrow, if both games go off tomorrow, then his suspension will end after the doubleheader tomorrow, and he'll be good to go at Myrtle Beach. Should one of those games, for some reason, be postponed, canceled to rain or weather or what have you, then he would have to serve that suspension, the first game or 2 of Myrtle Beach. So hopefully they can get those games in tomorrow, be successful, able to save some pitching and go from there.
All right, well, we've got to take our final break back here. We'll be back in 2 minutes, get you game stats and Tripp's Player of the Game. You're tuned in to the Palace Lounge postgame show on West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your four-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch!
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
Welcome back to the Palace Lounge post-game show here at P.O. Faulkner Park after Martinsburg gets the walk-off 6-5 victory over Spring Mills on what was an emotional night here, honoring their late assistant coach Brett Twigg, who passed away at the end of 2021 due to a battle with cancer, renaming the indoor hitting facility after him, his daughter throwing out the first pitch, and just a very emotional pregame ceremony that led to one part Caleb Edwards, who, if it wasn't what tonight was, he wouldn't have pitched tonight, as he was dealing with a hamstring injury. He grinded it out, gritted it out, and he went 6 innings strong, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 12 strikeouts. Lupus came in, and he got the W, 1 inning, allowing no hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. And again, these are the game stats brought to you by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home? Call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com and look at the final numbers here. As I just mentioned, Edwards, 114 pitches, 76 for strikes. Lupus, 14 pitches, 11 for strikes. Now let's go to the hitting. Hudson Clement had a triple tonight, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Buber, a 2-for-4 night, including the walk-off single there, and wearing the number 5, which is what Coach Twigg wore when he played for Martinsburg back in the day. And just 1 more hit, and it's a hit that this player really, really wanted and really, really needed. Jake Zittel finally got back in the hitting column tonight with a hit, and a 1-for-1 DH tonight. He walked in the other at bat. But it's a big hit for him. Give him some confidence.
Yeah, big hit for Martinsburg to get their DH, and one of their better bats there at the end of the year last year going. So, if they can get him going, if Edwards can heal up, they can certainly, they hit a little low spot in their what they would consider a low spot in their season with a couple losses there. And then, almost didn't get past East Hardy, so they weren't playing all that well, you could say. But when you look at the teams that they played, the pitchers that they faced, and how close those games actually were on the scoreboard, when Martinsburg's full strength, they can certainly compete with anyone. The EPAC, we've seen Musselman here running off some winning streaks here, beating some very good teams. Seen Spring Mills now give Martinsburg all they can handle with their ace on the mound, Hedgesville, and Spring Mills beating up on each other. And so it's just, Washington beats Jefferson beats everyone else. It's going to be a great sectional as these guys come back from Myrtle Beach. Hope they enjoy themselves down there, stay healthy, come back. I'd like to see all the teams be at full strength come sectional time and send the best team to state that we can send.
Yeah, definitely. And now let's move over to Spring Mills. 5 total hits for them on the night. Cover with a hit. Herndon did himself good at the plate and on the mound. 2 for 3 night for him. He walked as well, came around to score. Chenier with a hit as well. Gotham with a hit, and those are the 5 hits. And Herndon tonight went the distance, took the loss though as the walk-off single there. But 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 6 run. None were earned as there were a lot of errors tonight. 5 walks and 3 strikeouts, 106 pitches for him. He faced 31 batters, 63 pitches for strikes. But for Spring Mills, 5.56 runs, hits, errors. For Martinsburg, 6-4-3, and an amazing walk-off there as they celebrated Brett Twigg night. But those are your game stats brought to you by the Milestone Real Estate Group and Chris Ross. And now we'll get to the final part of our portion of the post-game show, and that's the WVU Medicine Player of the Game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. You could give 2 Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers like I was known for doing in basketball, and I think 2 players were deserving of Player of the Game tonight.
Yeah, certainly Edwards was deserving of that Player of the Game, but number 5, Carson Buber, coming through there late and scoring that run, getting that walk-off. I mean, if you look on the other side real quickly, if Spring Mills could have pulled that off, you could have given 1 to Carson Gotham, and one to Herndon for giving up no earned runs and battling. But these 2 teams played each other really well. Buber did a great job coming in there and a great approach, looking for strikes. Like he said, he's throwing strikes. He's not going to walk me probably. He's throwing to contact, and I need to go up there and look to hit the ball hard and move the runner over. But it's going to be now that we're seeing these EPAC teams beating each other up, it's just going to be a great section. It's fun to come out and watch these guys. It's fun to come out and watch EPAC play each other. It's always a great time when we can go to a game where it's an EPAC team against an EPAC team. And it's, Musselman beats up on Washington. Washington beats Jefferson. Jefferson beats, Martinsburg. And Martinsburg, beats Hedgesville, beats Spring Mills. So, I mean, there's no clear cut. Don't throw out the win-loss records and all those things, because it's going to come down to this sectional. With Musselman, Martinsburg, Spring Mills, and Hedgesville, it's going to come down to pitching staff. If Martinsburg can get healthy and get that staff healthy, they're going to put some guys on the mound these next couple of days. Going to get that staff deeper. So, and Musselman has a great staff up there, and of course, on the other side of the coin with Jefferson, Washington, Hampshire's down this year, but there's going to be a dogfight down there as well. So, look forward to these guys going to Myrtle Beach, coming back healthy, and seeing some great action when you guys get back to us in the EPAC.
Yeah, definitely. And I was just about to get into a quick, before we end the Palace Lounge post-game show, our schedule will be down at the Mingo Bay Classic April 19th. We'll have the Martinsburg's first game against High Point Christian at 12:30 p.m. On the 19th. And then Waccamaw versus Washington, 5:30 p.m. that day. And then April 20th, Wednesday, McClancy versus Washington, 10 a.m. Martinsburg versus Bishop O'Connell, 3 p.m. Waccamaw versus Jefferson, 5:30 p.m. on the 21st. McClancy versus Martinsburg, 10 a.m. Bishop O'Connell versus Spring Mills at 3 p.m. And then one of 2 games Friday will be East Rutherford versus Martinsburg, 12:30 p.m. Versus Hedgesville. Hedgesville only playing 4 games, so they're not in the pool play. As Thursday night, they will kind of tally all the wins and losses and then kind of build a bracket for Friday and Saturday. We'll add at least 1 game there on Friday and do at least 1 to 2 games on Saturday, just depending. It kind of all depends on the logistics and how far away each game is going to be at different sites, because one site's one place and the other site's 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
So
it's
logistical. I think it took us a few hours, if you count all the time, to figure out how we were going to set up this schedule. Nick did a great job with that as we discussed that. But it'll be a big week for us and big week for Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference baseball.
And that schedule's on the TV10 Facebook page.
Yes,
and it's out there, so you're not going to have a test on it after this. But and one real quick thing about that is a lot of these teams are in the same bracket, as you see.
Yeah,
Washington playing McClancy, Martinsburg playing Bishop O'Connell. They're all kind of playing those same teams. And so what'll happen with that? All the 3-0 teams will go into what they call like a gold bracket, and then you'll have the 2-1 teams get into a silver bracket, 0-3 teams get into your bronze bracket, or your sort of the toilet bowl we call it down there. So anyway, so these teams, you could have an EPAC matchup down there as well.
You mentioned that the other day. I didn't even think about that, but that is possible. All right. Well, that'll do it for us here at P.O. Faulkner Park. Martinsburg walks it off 6-5. Carson Buber with the walk-off single there as he scores it wearing the number 5 jersey tonight in honor of Brett Twigg. And that's his number, not really an honor, but it's kind of an honor as they celebrated Brett Twigg tonight, the late assistant coach who passed away at the end of 2021 after his battle with cancer. And what a night. What an emotional night. You heard the emotions in the pregame and earlier today on the Sports Mix from Coach Byler and a little bit in the postgame comments he had with Nick. But what a game. Martinsburg gets the walk-off victory 6-5 over Spring Mills, bouncing back after 2 straight losses. And that'll do it. So for our 2 cameramen tonight, Donald Kinney and John Alderton back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin for Trip Tobin, Nick Verzolini. I'm Spencer Dupuis saying so long. We'll send you back after this 2-minute break to Colin. He'll have the Modern Realty Results post-game scoreboard show after this 2-minute break. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We'll be back on Tuesday for some EPAC baseball down at Mingo Bay Classic.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Pilot and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Ridgeline, CR-V, or Passport. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome in here to the post-game scoreboard show brought to you by Modern Realty Results here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Larry DeMarco and his experienced team handle each and every transaction with honesty and integrity. You can visit them at modernrealtyresults.com. Colin McLaughlin here for the post-game scoreboard show. Final score, Martinsburg 6, Spring Mills 5. The Bulldogs get a walk-off win by Carson Buber, wearing the number 5 on the same night. Martinsburg dedicates the indoor hitting facility to the late assistant coach of Martinsburg, Brett Twigg, who they lost on December 30th, 2021, unfortunately, to cancer, who also wore the number 5 whenever he played there at Martinsburg and coached. Let's now get into some scores, though, from around the area, starting with some college baseball. It's number 3, Oklahoma State, leading number 24 in the nation, West Virginia, just entering the bottom of the 9th inning. So WVU has the opportunity to get a walk-off win if they can score 2 runs and upset the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Let's now look into the MLB with some scores. already went final here on Jackie Robinson Day. The New York Mets get a 10-3 win over the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Minnesota Twins get an 8-4 win against the Boston Red Sox. Let's now look at our affiliate, the Washington Nationals. They are in the top of the 8th inning right now at the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Nationals currently lead Pittsburgh 7-2. Also in the top of the 8th inning, it's the Philadelphia Phillies trailing the Miami Marlins in Miami 7-1. In the bottom of the 7th inning, it's the Baltimore Orioles tying things up against the New York Yankees. They're knotted up at 1-1. Also in the bottom of the 7th inning, it's the Toronto Blue Jays at home leading the Oakland A's 3-1. At the end of 7, it's the San Francisco Giants leading the Cleveland Guardians 2-1. In the middle of the 7th inning, it is the Chicago White Sox leading the Tampa Bay Rays 3-2. In the bottom of the 4th there in Texas, the Rangers lead the LA Angels 3-2. At the end of the 5th inning, it's the Kansas City Royals leading the Detroit Tigers 1-0. Top of the 4th inning, it's the St. Louis Cardinals shutting out the Milwaukee Brewers currently and only allowing 1 hit so far. St. Louis leads 6-0 over Milwaukee. Into the top of the 3rd inning between the Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. It is the Cubs leading 3-0 against the Rockies and a 1-hitter as well. First pitch at 9:40 between the Braves and Padres. At 9:42, it's the Astros against the Mariners. And at 10:10, it's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the LA Dodgers. Let's now go into the NBAs. There's some play-in games for the 8th seed in the playoffs currently going on right now with 1:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. It is the Cavaliers leading the Hawks 76-74 on ESPN. Winner again gets the 8th seed in the East for the NBA playoffs that start tomorrow at 10 o'clock tonight on TNT. The Pelicans are at the Clippers with the 8th seed in the West on the line. Only 2 games in the NHL as we wrap things up here on the scoreboard show. It's the Islanders leading the Canadiens 2-0. The Jets losing to the Panthers right now 6-1. That's going to wrap things up here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Again, final score, Martinsburg 6, Spring Mills 5. No sports mix next week as we'll be down at the Mingo Bay Classic covering all of those games for you. Huge shout out for these donated hoodies for Brent Twigg from the Country Roads Custom Creations. We really appreciated what they did for us tonight. Again, final score 6-5 Martinsburg. Until Tuesday, so long, everyone.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Modern Realty Results, and the Skinner Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.